Warm greetings from the High 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. This is a three-part live compilation video. The commentary that will be brought to you this evening will be pertaining to the disappearance of Desheena Kyle, an African-American female missing out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Law officials are deeming her disappearance as a homicide. I will also bring you commentary pertaining to opinions by her family about the said case. Tonight, there was a search that I heard that went via Facebook that they were going to the location of where she was believed to last have been and live for answers. I also will bring you information from TBI. Miss Earhart has a commentary pertaining to the Summer Wells case. And my last commentary will be pertaining to Brian Laundrie, a person of interest in the murder of Miss Gabby. A warrant has been issued out of the state of Wyoming. This is a three-part live. Thank you very much. At the end of my commentary, I will drop the link for you to give your said opinion. Please be respectful of the hostess and the chat. Amen. Thank you so very much for joining me. I've got 3 viewing. That's all right. Oh, mercy. This has been a very eventful day today. I tell you, it's just like it's one thing after the other. The world is in such turmoil. I wish people would get it together because life is short. I just found out this week a young lady that I knew of, Miss Tyra Glatton, has passed away. For those who watch my content from Knoxville, Tennessee, you know her. And it was just a shock finding out she had passed away. So my prayers are with the Glanton family and her daughter and her child. My condolences to you all. Thank you all for joining me. Ooh, mercy. What a day, I tell you. It's always something going on. Hello, my 6. Come on in and join the queen. I've got a 3-part live this evening. I'd go ahead and just knock them all out in the same video. There's no need in making individual videos, so I just decided to bring you the said commentary since each I've already spoke on, and these are updates pertaining to each story. Hello, Miss Broomer. Thank you. Faithful, honey. Faithful. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you, honey. Thank you so much. You will probably be my first guest on the panel if you desire to join me with the latest news pertaining to Miss Petito. Thank you all so much. Yes, it's a very sad day. It's just been nonstop horrible news all day long. I'm just like, man, just give it a rest. Yes, and prayers for Collierville, Tennessee. Collierville sits 39 minutes outside of Memphis, Tennessee. For those who are familiar with the bottom states, part of Tennessee, there was a deadly shooting at the Kroger grocery store this afternoon, and one person was killed, and the killer killed himself, and it is believed that 12 other participants were injured. And when I get an update, I will bring you that said commentary. If you like, you can check out the video I just uploaded less than an hour ago pertaining to the events. I give you a timeline of the events. I also bring you audio pertaining to the said people who are interviewed. One specifically, African-American female who worked at the store. She was there at the time of the shooting. She will give you her account of what took place this afternoon in that Kroger grocery store. And also another Caucasian female gives her a commentary of what she saw this afternoon. Oh, mercy. This is just so terrible. Okay, Boomerang, I hear you. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thanks for joining me. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Oh, I just don't understand what's going on. All this mischief and mayhem. It's like, give it a rest. I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'll drop the link, and that will take up most of my time. As most of you know, Desheena Kyle had a birthday after she went missing. It's an African-American female. She is still missing, and her family is feeling some type of way, as they should. And I also will bring you commentary pertaining to law officials deeming her disappearance as a homicide. I will be bringing you 2 sources of information pertaining to Desheena Kyle. Thank you for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Hold on one second. Thank you. Okay, autumn equinox. So funny. Oh, mercy. Channel 10 News is the source.
On air and online. John. Malik Jackson on the story. Thank you, Malik.
Oh my goodness, they're not going to even play it? What in the world? Sorry about that. I thought they were going to play the story. This is strange. Well, they had it. They had a video in here. I don't know. Hold on one second. They got 1,000 ads in here. Yeah, they didn't play it for some reason. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and read you the commentary. 3 months after her disappearance, Desheena Kyle's family demands more action to find her. Around 3 months later, and Desheena Kyle's family feels as though they're still at square one, wondering why more hasn't been done by city authorities. Let me see if they're, I'm playing something else. It has been more than 3 months since Desheena Kyle's family last saw her, and this time they're still finding themselves in square one, pleading for her safe return. I'm begging and pleading for the city of Knoxville to step up and use the resources that you have to employ more people to come and search for my niece, said her aunt, Rita Turner. The 26-year-old was reported missing on June 28th. Knoxville police said the investigation into her whereabouts remained very active and ongoing, but there have been no updates into her whereabouts. As she sees headlines running of wide-scale searches for other missing persons, she demanded to know why city and authorities aren't similarly escalating to do more. We see these efforts, Summer Wells. We see these efforts with Gabby Petito. Why isn't that happening for the Desheena? She deserves the same efforts, her aunt said. So far, not a trace has been found after Kyle disappeared in her own backyard. I think it's a good opportunity for family to realize that people are listening and that they do care. I just wish there was more buy-in with all cases that happen like this, said Todd Matthews, the former director of the National Missing and Unidentified Persons System. Kyle's family isn't waiting around, though. They are now putting their own boots on the ground to search for her with help from the community. Our family and community will be moving forward with our own search efforts to locate the Desheena, Turner said. They are also relying on community organizations to help spread the word and participate in the search. I don't know what was more important than that she's human. We are, mothers and fathers and sisters and brothers. If it happened to us, we would want all eyes, all hands on deck, said Abida Ruhi, a lieutenant with Protect Our People in Tennessee, or POP Tennessee. They're asking anybody who is willing to help in finding and bringing home Kyle. If you're able to assist with the boots on the ground effort and us locating her, please come out, Turner said. On Thursday, the family, which is today, and POP Tennessee will meet at Dr. Walter Hardy Park off Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue in Knoxville at 5:45. The official search starts at 6 p.m. and they said they need everyone's help. Okay, and that is the said information pertaining to Desheena Kyle. WBIR 10 News is the source. I'm going to bring you the next set of information by Knoxville Police Department. Thank you for joining me. This is also by 10 News. Hold on. Hold on one second. Thank you all so much for joining me. These videos are horrible and these articles, they buffer so terribly. Thank you all for listening. I really appreciate this. And prayers for Desheena Kyle and chat with Car as well. I'm just waiting for the commercial to fade.
Since a Knoxville woman was last seen, police are now investigating her disappearance as a homicide, and they're naming a person of interest in this case. Desheena Kyle was reported missing back in June and last seen at her apartment. Since then, police say family members and friends haven't seen her. Authorities say John Bassett, who was in a relationship with Kyle, is now a person of interest in the case. He was arrested for a probation violation in July and is still in custody. He has not been charged in this case. Her family is on the streets tonight looking.
Oh, mercy. Now, I don't know why that stopped. Hold on. Oh, mercy.
Is to look at other options to add space as necessary or add different types of space for folks.
Michael Dunthorne, Knoxville's homeless program coordinator, says.
Oh, sorry about that. Jumped to a whole nother story. Oh, mercy. They shouldn't put these in here because they're not even running. They're not putting a stop at the end of the videos. So sorry about that. As I've spoken about Desheena Kyle, she's still missing. Now this information by 10 News is also now saying that her disappearance is deemed a homicide and that Mr. Bassett, a guy that she had been dating on and off, is a person of interest. Last time I checked, he was incarcerated. I do not know if he got a bond as that last information I brought you a few months ago, but he had a violation of probation for a drug charge, as it states in this commentary. And I will bring you the information that's in this article. Okay, hold on. See, it just jumps off. WATE 6 News is the source for this information. Knoxville police treating Desheena Kyle disappearance as possible homicide. The Knoxville Police Department is investigating the disappearance of 26-year-old Desheena Kyle, who has not been seen in over 3 months, as a possible homicide and have identified a person of interest in the case. Kyle was reported missing from her Wilson Road apartment on June 28 by her grandmother, who last spoke to her on June 14. The last verified sighting was on June 18th when she was seen at her apartment. Since then, Kyle has not been seen or contacted her family or friends. The case is now being treated and investigated as a possible homicide based on the lack of sightings or prolonged period without contact with friends or family and cumulative evidence. Police say 29-year-old John Bassett is considered a person of interest in the case. Bassett, who was previously in a relationship with Desheena, was arrested on drug and weapons charges at his residence on Ohio Avenue on July 7th and remains in custody. Amen. Bassett has not been charged in relation to the Desheena Kyle case. The KPD has never tired on this case and will continue to work vigorously to find Desheena, Chief of Police Eve Thomas said. We have developed significant leads and made substantial progress on this case. We have also received numerous tips on the case, and we know that there are people still out there who have answers. We ask anyone who has information that could assist investigators to please come forward. I cannot fathom the intense emotions and grief that Desheena's family has experienced over the past 3 months. Thomas added, we are in complete support of the family's efforts to find Desheena and involved in the community in those efforts to bring Desheena home. And also in the said article, you can go into this article by WATE 6 News and see a list of people who are currently missing from East Tennessee. According to court records from July 2014, Bassett and Kyle got into a physical fight and he hit her at the home that was searched on Wednesday. Bassett reportedly hit her in the side of the head as she tried to leave the home. And when she tried to take off in her car, Bassett allegedly hit the window of her car with a rock and broke it, causing her more injury. He was arrested for the incident, but charges were later dropped. Anyone with information regarding Desheena's whereabouts or the circumstances of her disappearance is urged to contact East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers by phone at 1-800-222-8477. 8477, sorry about that, or online at www.easttnvalleycrimestoppers.org, all lowercase letters, or via the free mobile app P3 Tips. Tipsters will remain anonymous and be eligible to receive a cash award. This is a developing story. WATE 6 News is the source. Let me see what somebody has to say. Well, somebody had a nasty comment to make, racist comment. Well, that really doesn't matter. People are so disgusting and vile. Oh, yeah. And you know I'm going to respond. Oh, mercy. What is wrong with these people? Thank you all for joining me. 1 second, please. Hello, everybody. They're just saying they're deeming it a homicide. Okay. That's the update pertaining to Desheena Kyle. As I state, she's currently missing out of Knoxville, Tennessee. Her family have posted to Facebook that they went out tonight to go to the last location where she lived to search for answers. This is very interesting. I'm wondering why this was not done earlier. I'm very curious to why now they're going out there to search. I don't know if they've got some information. As of late, I haven't talked to anyone related to Miss Kyle. So I just heard tonight via a person that they are going out on the ground tonight to search for answers pertaining to the disappearance of Desheena Kyle. So please keep the family in your prayers and keep Chadwick Carr's family in your prayers as well, because he is 32 years of age, a black male missing out of Clinton, Tennessee, from the foundation. Okay, my next update is pertaining to Summer Wells. WATE 6 News is the source. Thank you so much for joining me. There's still more questions than answers. TBI says investigators won't give up search for Summer Wells. This was uploaded 4 hours ago. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation released a video updating the public on the latest in the search for the missing 5-year-old Summer Wells. TBI Public Information Officer Leslie Earhart said the investigation into the Hawkins County child's disappearance is ongoing. Unfortunately, there's still more questions than answers, Earhart said, but we haven't given up and we won't. Earhart said the TBI and the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office are working daily to find Summer. We're still looking, still searching, still following tips, Hawkins County Sheriff Ronnie Lawson said in the video. One thing that we need to do is preserve the integrity of this case, because we can't tell everything we're doing. We can't tell everything we know, and a lot of the stuff that we get called on, we're already done several times. Hope somebody out there heard that. The TBI urges people interested in the case to only share information from official sources, as speculation and misinformation can hinder the case. Okay, this is by the TBI. This is their comment on Twitter. Watch. We thought we'd take a few minutes to update you on the search for Summer Wells, the 5-year-old from Hawkins County, who was reported missing on June 15th and remains the subject of a hashtag TN Amber Alert. Bottom line, we haven't given up and we won't. This was posted today on Twitter at 3:16 p.m. Investigators are still combing through hundreds of tips, but the TBI says tips that stem from social media are slowing efforts to find Summer. And there's also a little clip in there to let you know if you want to read this article. Hawkins County Sheriff, no psychics in use while searching for Summer Wells. Interesting. That causes confusion with all the tips that we get and we're going through it. A lot of it is coming off of social media, Lawson said. What we want to do is get more tips that we can rely on to find Summer, and that's our whole goal, to find Summer, quote unquote. Summer Wells was reported missing from her home on Ben Hill Road on June 15th. An Amber Alert was issued the next day. Since then, the search for Summer and the investigation into her disappearance have been ongoing. If you need verification for this information, WATE.com is the source. I will play the statement from TBI pertaining to the update on Summer. Thank you.
With the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, we thought we would take a few minutes to update you on the search for 5-year-old Summer Wells. As you know, she was reported missing from her home on Ben Hill Road in Hawkins County on June 15th. Unfortunately, there are still more questions than answers, but we haven't given up, and we won't. Agents and detectives with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office continue to work daily to determine what happened to Summer.
But we're still looking, we're still searching, we're still following tips. And one thing that we need to do is preserve the integrity of this case, because we can't tell everything we're doing. We can't tell everything we know. And a lot of stuff that we get called on, we've already done several times.
We want to urge you only to share information from official sources. The misinformation and speculation simply don't help the case. Our teams continue to sift through hundreds of tips, and it turns out most of them are rooted in rumors and bad information spread on social media.
That causes us confusion with all the tips that we get, and we're going through. A lot of it is coming off of social media. And what we want to do is to get more tips that we can rely on to help us find Summer. And that's our whole goal, is to find Summer.
We appreciate your partnership and ongoing interest in the search for Summer. Please know, as much as you want answers, we want them more. We ask that you understand that our priority has to be figuring out what happened to her. And as Sheriff Lawson mentioned, in order to preserve the integrity of the case, that might mean we cannot share everything we know. Stay connected with TBI on social media for ongoing updates in this case as we are able to share them.
Thank you very much. 1-800-TBI-FIND if you have information, pertinent information only, to give to the TBI pertaining to this child. And let me say that again, from Sheriff Lawson and Miss Earhart, TBI spokesperson, please do not give any information that is not pertinent, that is not truthful, that is not rooted in validity, because it doesn't help their investigation. And as they said, most of the tips that you all are sending in, they've already gone through and done those said things that you feel like they should have done or need to do. They've done them already. So all the tips of where they should go, look, blah, 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 please stop, because you're hindering their investigation. And please take note of that in any other case. Do not send tips into law enforcement that you don't know anything about, because if you don't even know the victim, the missing person, the deceased person, you don't know the family, friends, then you really have no reason to be sending in tips, because you don't know the people, you don't know anything about the case. And it's cruel, because this is serious. These people are out here trying to find a person or solve a crime, and you're making it worse by sending in things that are not valid. So that's that information coming out of East Tennessee. WATE.com is the source. My third and last topic will be pertaining to Miss Petito. As most of you know, she was found Her remains were found out west, and the state of Wyoming has issued a warrant for her boyfriend. And I will bring you the said commentary, and after that, I will drop the link. Thank you so much for joining me. Oh boy, what an evening. I'm going to bring you two sources of information pertaining to this case. One is going to be by BuzzFeed News, and the other one is going to be of a TikTok video of someone mimicking messy people who like calling in tips and trying to be web sleuths on social media to crimes. Once again, just reiterating what I've already said, you don't know anything. You're assuming you know what happened. You assume you know why somebody did something. You assume you know what happened to the victim. Well, we don't. And until law enforcement gives us that said information, we have got to stop making up stuff and passing it as if it's the spoken word. And you don't know what happened to either party, why this person did this. And going into their, as I call it, social media files, TikTok videos, Facebook, it doesn't mean you know why somebody did something. Killed a person, argued, drinking, this, that, got high, whatever the situation is. Sometimes what you think you know, you don't. What you see is not really what you're seeing. And this has got to stop because it's gotten out of control now with social media and passing rumors about these people as far as what they did, why they did it, when you really don't know why something happened. So it's best to just wait to see what law enforcement will bring out about these people. And naturally, we are all curious, but there has to be an end to the madness of making up stuff about the people involved in the story when you don't know what's going on. I'm going to bring you the first source, BuzzFeed News. It's the first source. Hello, John. How are you? Pertaining to the warrant. Gabby Petito's fiance is accused of fraudulently using a debit card after her death. A search continued Thursday for Brian Laundrie, who disappeared after telling his family he was going on a hike in a Florida nature reserve. Authorities in Wyoming have issued a warrant for the arrest of the fiance of 22-year-old Gabby Petito, the hashtag van life influencer, whose death was ruled a homicide this week. Brian Laundrie had previously been named a person of interest in her disappearance before he went missing himself. He's now been indicted with the federal crime, the use of unauthorized device, a Capital One debit card in the days following her death. According to the federal indictment issued on Wednesday, Laundrie used a debit card and a personal identification number linked to two Capital One bank accounts to obtain a total value of $1,000 or more between August 30th and September 1st. The indictment does not state the owner of the debit card. Petito, an aspiring social media star, was reported missing on September 11th and was last seen near Grand Teton National Park in Wyoming. Laundrie has been missing since September 17th, 3 days after he told his parents he was going on a hike in a Florida nature reserve. The search for Laundrie in the Carlton Reserve, a 25,000-acre swath of land in Florida, continues as of Thursday. And when you go into the said article, you will see the Northport police on the ground with all their men and women conducting their search pertaining to Mr. Laundrie. Laundrie returned to his home alone in Northport, Florida on September 1st, driving Petito's white van in which the couple had road tripped across the country. Social media accounts cataloged the couple's every move. After Petito's disappearance, the accounts garnered hundreds of thousands of followers as the case became an obsession for true crime fans. Authorities are continuing to ask for information from anyone who may have spent time in the Spread Creek campground where Petito's body was found or who may know of Laundrie's whereabouts. In this said commentary, you will see a picture of the two posing by some rocks. Very nice picture, but honestly a facade because now this young lady is no longer alive. Then you can go hit the arrow button. You will see other pictures that she took. While this warrant allows law enforcement to arrest Mr. Laundrie, the FBI and our partners across the country continue to investigate the facts and circumstances of Ms. Petito's homicide. The FBI's Denver office said in a statement Thursday, "We urge individuals with knowledge of Mr. Laundrie's role in this matter or his current whereabouts to contact the FBI." Attorneys for the Laundrie and Petito families did not immediately respond to BuzzFeed News' request for comment on Thursday. After remains were found Sunday, Petito's identity was confirmed Tuesday and her death was ruled a homicide. The cause of her death is still under investigation. Okay. Now, BuzzFeed is the source for that information. I'm not going to bring you a little, I would say, mild humor, and it's only to poke fun at people who pretend that they're detectives and trying to piece together the this and the that of missing people and true crime. And this is also by BuzzFeed News. TikTok's obsession with the Gabby Petito case is sparking a debate over how much true crime fans are really helping. A woman who was impacted by a high-profile crime in the past is calling out online sleuths, while police are questioning why some people with potentially key information are turning to social media first. Interesting. Wonder why is that? Jessica Dean, 25, lived in the same neighborhood as the girls convicted in the infamous Slender Man stabbing in 2014. Her younger brother was friends with the perpetrators and the victim. She herself had known everyone involved in that case. So Dean has never been able to consume true crime as a genre of entertainment. It hits too close to home, she told BuzzFeed News. And when she observed a recent fixation in social media frenzy surrounding the Gabby Petito case, she felt she needed to speak up. Petito, a 22-year-old #van life influencer, went missing last month while on a cross-country road trip with her fiance, Brian Laundrie, who returned to his home in Florida on September 1st without her. Officials recently discovered human remains believed to belong to Petito. Laundrie remains a person of interest in the case. Police are now trying to locate him in Florida after his family said they have not seen him since last Tuesday. Over the weekend, Dean posted a TikTok calling out what she believes to be insensitive behavior happening on the platform. She portrays online sleuths who are quick and gleeful to share updates and conspiracies about the developing case. Oh, you haven't heard of Gabby Petito? Oh my God, girl, you are missing out. This stuff is so good. She spoofs in her video that's been viewed over 500,000 times. I made a 28-part monetized series on my TikTok all about it, going over every single detail, including her Spotify playlist. I just dig up every inch of this poor girl's life for my personal entertainment. Dean told BuzzFeed News that because the trauma of living through the Slender Man case when she was in high school and being there for her brother, it dramatically altered how she watches high-profile crimes play out across media channels. It was pretty intense and difficult to deal with, she said about the chapter of her life. My younger brother is autistic, and so that added a layer of complexity to trying to help him process what happened. Just seeing the direct impact the crime had on people who weren't even involved, it dramatically altered how I consume and analyze true crime as a genre as a whole. She said she's seen several TikToks that have gone viral about the Petito case that she finds to be tremendously insensitive to real-life events that are unfolding. A lot of videos would start with things like, oh my, gee, guys, we are watching a true crime episode unfold in real life. Or people saying, I can't wait to be part of the Netflix documentary. Someone should get the movie rights to this before someone else does. She gave us examples. There have been countless videos pushed to the app's For You page with unverified reports and open speculation about what happened between the couple. In one TikTok, Dean noted the user compared herself to Elle Woods from Legally Blonde to laud herself for her personal detective work on the case. From the bottom of my heart, I want to go into any video assuming they mean well and they want the best possible outcome, but it's so hard to believe they actually care when they're smiling and laughing in their videos, she said. Dean said there's a kind of desensitizing effect that happens on social media when tragic real-life events get conflated with entertainment and are then leveraged for others to grow a following on their accounts. I've seen TikToks that would go viral and they would make an update video saying everything they said in the original video was incorrect, but they never bothered to take the video down because now it's gone viral and they don't want to lose those views, she said. Dean also described the rush to know the latest information about the Petito case as giving people a kind of high. I don't think they know this consciously, but I think there are a lot of creators who are covering her case who want to be the first person to find the new clue, she said. As soon as you're the first person to bring up something that no one's thought of or seen before, that is an immediate ticket to go viral. I think a lot of people are getting high off of that and are trying to capitalize off of that, whether or not they realize that. Social media has played a major part in how the Petito case is being investigated. TikTok user @MirandaBaker is now reportedly working with police after she posted several videos alleging she had given a ride to Petito's fiance. Okay, and inside this, you will see a post. It's a TikTok video of, I guess, @MirandaBaker. This is very interesting. The Northport Police Department is actively investigating events of the Florida leg of the couple's cross-country trip. Public Information Officer Josh Taylor told BuzzFeed News the department has received an influx of tips about viral videos and posts from people who allege to have seen Petito and Laundrie and or their white van, including the TikTok from @MirandaBaker. The role that social media has played is mostly helpful, he said, but at times it can derail the investigative process. Social media has helped us solve a lot of crimes, Taylor said. You have to take the good with the bad. You might get 1,000 completely insane pieces of information, but that one piece that might be the missing piece to the puzzle. It's important. He said the department has received a ton of calls about a viral YouTube video another couple posted purporting to have captured Petito's van. Taylor believes the footage is credible, but he wonders why these sources didn't go to the police first. It looks like their vehicle, but we learn about it through them posting on YouTube, talking about it, he said. Why wouldn't you just send that to us and say that might be helpful to our investigation instead of giving a 14-minute commentary on it? And inside the YouTube video is in this commentary. Dean also pointed out that while most people are genuinely concerned about Petito's well-being, there is a pervading and dangerous standard for how much attention is given to white women victims compared to BIPOC victims. My big thing is it's really hard to balance criticizing the true crime community while they are actively trying to help. I never want to take away from the fact that it's good that Gabby's name and face are out there, she said. We can simultaneously have a conversation about how indigenous Black or brown people who go missing don't get near the same media attention as we're trying to help find this poor woman. While police on Sunday said they discovered human remains believed to belong to Petito, forensic testing is still underway to confirm her identity. Of course, this has already been confirmed. Two things can be true at once. It would be great if every person who went missing got this kind of attention, she said. According to Dean, some best practices for covering or talking about a high-profile case is to make sure the information being shared is carefully vetted and that the focus of social media posts is on the victim and their family. Social media is a perfect tool to make sure her name and face and any potential useful updates are out there, she said. But I think what people really need to put at the center of everything is making sure that the information they're putting out there is first accurate, double checking that everything they share is true, minimizing the amount of speculation and theories. She noted that there are several wild accusations that continue to circulate online about who did it. All of these wild accusations that don't necessarily have any basis, she said. It's okay to have your own personal theory on what you think might have happened, but to create your own insane theory as a ticket to go viral, it creates an absolute nightmare situation for a future courtroom. And that is the said information from BuzzFeed News. And this young lady is speaking of her personal experience. Her brother was friends with the kids and the victim in that Slender Man crime. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to play this young lady's commentary on, how social media has gotten out of control, especially pertaining to the Petito case. And as she said, everyone is entitled to his or her opinion. We're all human. We're all flawed. We all want to know when, where, why, how. But you can't go overboard with passing information and not knowing that it's true. And that's what some of you have already started doing with the Petito case pertaining to Mr. Laundrie. Just because you heard he read a book, now you're saying he's mimicking the people out of the book. He's schizophrenic. Does he have mental issues? Well, one could say, yeah, you got something mentally wrong with you. You just killed somebody. And we can't make excuses for murdering a person because they hit a nerve. They said something we didn't like. But you can see how things can get out of control with assuming. And then you pass it as information as if it's a spoken word when we do not know why he killed her. And some would say, we're not supposed to even say that because we don't know if he killed her. But most of us are probably thinking that. But you are entitled to your opinion. because we're looking at his behavior. Why is he on the run? Why is he not here? Why did he take money off her credit cards, debit cards, or whomever cards those were? Very crazy situation. But everything's up for interpretation. But as what the TBI agent just said with the Summer Wells case, you've got to stop sending in things that's not true because you're hindering an investigation. And it's the same thing with this case. Calling in to give tips on things that you do not know anything about is making it worse for the people who have to answer the phone and chop up the information that you're giving. You're wasting their time. Here's the information from this TikTok video.
Driving across the country to help look for Gabby.
Oh, do you have like detective experience?
No, but I mean, like, the more people, the better, right? They should be grateful.
But you are vlogging everything you do.
I do not understand why that's relevant. Oh my God, there was a Gabby Petito update. I'm so excited.
Oh my God, did they find her?
No.
Why would you say you're excited?
Why does it matter? I like true crime, okay? I like true crime. It is my personal interest, and it's okay that I enjoy this kind of stuff. Oh, you haven't heard of Gabby Petito? Oh my God, girl, you are missing out. This stuff is so good. I made a 28-part monetized series on my TikTok all about it, going over every single detail, including her Spotify playlist. Yeah, I just dig up every inch of this poor girl's life for my personal entertainment. You should go watch it. Yeah, you see that viral tweet about her hair and how it doesn't line up? Yeah, no, I'm like Elle Woods. She'd be so proud of me. I'm living my Elle Woods fantasy right now. Oh, no. The boyfriend did it. He absolutely did it. Yeah, no, I know he did it. Yeah, I like manifested over some crystals, like a little bit. Spirit spoke to me. It was 110% him, and you will not convince me otherwise.
It's kind of crazy the amount of media coverage this blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl is getting. Like, I'm happy people are actively searching for her, but I've never once seen you mention a black or brown person that goes missing, especially because they're much more likely to go missing in the first place.
That's a spoof pertaining to the case. This girl is basically saying everybody thinks they know what happened and that this is how rumors get started. But naturally, as I said, we're all human and we're going to assume what we're going to assume. And that's when you have somebody that's left a person out in the wilderness, taking their car back home. Now we see that they've taken money off of debit cards. Of course, most of us would assume that Mr. Laundrie is behind the death of this woman, plus stealing the money off the cards. And naturally, they have cameras in stores, whether ATM and ATM machines. So you're going to be seen taking the money, whoever you are, let's say that. I want to see what this other video is. I'm not about to go on the TikTok. Anyway. I want to thank you all for joining me. This has been a very interesting situation. I'm going to go ahead and get this down for you all. Hold on one second. Thank you all for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Hope you all are safe out there. Prayers for Collierville. There was a mass shooting down there. Several people were injured, 12 injured. 2 are deceased. The shooter killed himself and he killed one other person. So prayers for those who are in the hospital right now down in Collierville, Tennessee. Hold on one second, you guys. Oh, I was looking for my pen. I couldn't find it. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a 3-part live, so you can feel free to give your commentary pertaining to the disappearance of Desheena Kyle. Her family is on the ground tonight looking for her. Law officials here in Knoxville are saying they deem her disappearance a homicide. Her boyfriend, Mr. Bassett, ex-boyfriend, whomever he is deemed a suspect. A person of interest in her disappearance. Mr. Bassett, he is currently in the jail here in Knoxville. Summer Wells, there's an update pertaining to her from TBI, just letting us know they are still working on the case and to please only give viable information to the tipster line. And my third video information, is pertaining to Brian Laundrie. Wyoming has issued an indictment for fraud for him stealing money off of said credit cards That is the set information. Feel free to give your commentary on all or one of the stories that you want to give your opinion on. Thank you so much for joining me. I just decided to put them all in the same video since they all were pertaining to missing people, missing women. Prayers for the Kyle family. I don't know what's going to become of that case, but it's 3 months in, it's just as bad. Oh man. This madness won't stop, it seems. Just people just won't leave people alone. Very sick people out here. And as I stated in my live yesterday, if you have not heard from someone in a while, please give them a call, drop them a line, say hello to them, let them know you're thinking about them. And if you know where they live, take a few minutes out your day to go by and check on them, make sure they're okay, because a lot of people are in dire need and nobody knows because nobody got up and got off their lazy butt and went and checked on them. You cannot continue to keep texting people and notifying them via apps, Messenger, WhatsApp, IG. That's not the appropriate way to check on a person. Maybe you should get up and go drive to their house and knock on their door. They might be in trouble, or they just may be in their deceased. And that's a harrowing story I just found. I believe it was today. I found a very harrowing story of an elderly man, 66 years of age, taking care of his elderly sister and his 99-year-old mother. I think his sister was 67, something like that. Long story short, he choked on some food, died, and they went without food, water, whatever, for a week, and they both died, and they just found all 3 bodies in a house. So what you have to ask yourselves is, who was checking on the 66-year-old man to make sure he was okay? That he needed a break for taking care of his disabled sister and mother. Because now look what happens. He's taking care of 2 old people. He's old. Now they're all dead. So who is the person that was supposed to check up on him? Make sure, hey, you need a break? Hey, I'll sit with your mom and sister today. Hey, go take a walk. Go catch you a movie. Go catch a nap. It's too late for that now because all 3 are dead. Stop texting people. Pick up the phone and call people and or go check on them, because one day it may be too late. Thank you. Hope you all are well. Temperature is starting to drop. It is a little cool here in the high 10, and I'm enjoying myself. I am thoroughly enjoying myself. I ain't lying. I am really enjoying myself. I like it when it kind of cools down because it's very humid here in the high 10. This is the dirty South, so we get warm weather often, even in the cold months. Okay. Please hit the link if you have something that you want to bring to the forefront pertaining to the disappearance of Desheena Kyle, 27 years of age, Knoxville, Tennessee. Her disappearance is now being deemed a homicide by Knoxville Police Department. Update on Summer Wells is that they're still investigating. Please do not turn in any information that is not valid. And the third topic of this live is pertaining to Mr. Laundrie. An indictment has been issued from the state of Wyoming for fraudulent use of a device. Amen. God is good. Hit the link. Thanks for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. All super chats are welcome during the live. Amen. Thank you all. And please refrain from using any obscenities in the chat, on the panel. And if you cannot conduct yourself in a civilized manner without being inebriated, please do not hit the panel. Thank you. Hi, John. How you doing, baby? Hello, Kelly. How are you doing? Yes, I'm in the Knoxville area. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm glad it's cooling off. We need a cool down. Help get some of these germs out of the way. Since we got all these new strains of COVID Part 12. Ooh, Lord. Hey, coming to a theater near you, COVID Part 10. Jeepers creepers. I mean, the bad disease has metamorphosed. Oh, man, God help us all. That's all I can say. And as I stated, prayers for the Glanton family here in Knoxville, Tennessee. Acquaintance of mine is no longer living. She has passed away last week. So prayers to her daughter and grandson, and prayers to the family and the community, because we will miss you, Tyra. We will surely miss you, sweetheart. $55 viewing, not many, but that's all right. Hit the link if you want to give your opinion. Mr. Laundrie, they're looking for you. Bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? They're looking for you, honey. Best thing to do is turn yourself in and end the shenanigans of this hunt. You won't win. It will not end well in your favor, so just turn yourself in. Stop this nonsense. You've already killed that child, and that is my perception at this point. I doubt that some random person took her life. Just put an end to this. This is sickening. Thank you, Esley. Thank you, darling. All right, you guys, hit the link. Come on now. I brought you 3 parts of information pertaining to the disappearance of 3 people, and one has now been found deceased. And the boyfriend is a person of interest, Mr. Laundrie, and he is now being indicted for fraud. So if you want to hit the link to discuss all 3, 1, 2, whichever, please hit the link. Thank you. Oh, mercy. What a world we live in. Just too much going on right now. Some very unhappy people out here. Very unhappy people. Who is this sending me a? I don't know you. God, who is this? I see. What's her name? I'm looking at stuff. I don't know what's wrong with this. Hello, everybody. Thank you. Hit the link, you guys, if you want to give your opinion. Pertaining to this information. It's a 3-part live. Mercy, it's just a lot going on. Hopefully they will find Mr. Laundrie wherever he is. I don't see the point in prolonging this running around the wilderness. It's pretty sad. Pretty sad. Well, you all are awfully quiet tonight. What's the problem? Hello out there. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on in here. Tell the queen what you got on your mind. I did bring a lot of information. It was a lot. Wouldn't have all this. Well, come on up, Denise. Because these other ones, they act like they scared to talk. That's why I put all of the information updates in one video. Just made it easier than having to make individual videos. Yeah, crickets. I don't know, Irene. It ain't gonna be. Look, it ain't gonna be no storm for me because I'm not engaging in nothing that will resemble a storm. No, thank you. Look, as they say, walk on by. And that's exactly what I would do. I'm not participating in any foolishness. I ain't got that kind of time. Life is short. Every day something bad's happening. People missing, people hurt. Just like Miss Tyra. She didn't wake up last week. We're the same age. So that's, it's an eye-opener. Why you don't waste your time with foolishness. Keep it moving. Because you're not guaranteed to see tomorrow. Be bickering with people and arguing with folks and upset all the time. That's no way to live no matter how old you are. I don't care if you're in your 20s. I wouldn't waste my time living that type of life if I was in my 20s. We do foolish things when we're younger, but really we have to stop making excuses for that too. Well, they're young and they're dumb. Well, wake up. Life is short. Get on with the get on. Because you might get yourself wrapped up into something you can't get out of. And you don't want to waste your life making foolish mistakes when you can do better, be better. Live your life. There's so much to do in this world. And it's sad a lot of people don't realize that every day they could be out here doing something worthy, But like they say, life is, you live and you learn. 60 viewing, thank you so kindly. This is a 3-part compilation video pertaining to Desheena Kyle, Summer, Wells, and Brian Laundrie. Amen. If you have any information you would like to repeat, your opinion pertaining to these 3 cases, feel free to hit the link. Thank you. Yes, every day. It doesn't stop. Lord have mercy. It's like, what is wrong with people? You never thought the world could be this miserable, but I guess it is. There's a lot of unhappy people out here. Okay, Irene. So what you trying to say? You ain't know nothing when you were young. Now don't you start that foolishness. You would tell me you were green when you were a young lady. Ooh. Join the discussion. Give me your opinion on the said information. I brought a lot of information this evening. Thanks for joining me. And prayers for Collierville, Tennessee. They had a mass shooting down there today at the Kroger. God bless everybody. All right. Slow rolling. Come on, you guys. Give the queen some expertise on something. Just don't tell me what you saw in a crystal ball. I'll pass on that one today. Thank you. Nobody has anything they want to say. I don't believe this. Everybody's quiet. Well, I don't know what to say. Obviously, Mr. Laundrie, he's put on a facade. When we think back to that video of he and the young lady pulled over about the police when she was crying inside Miss Gabby. He's obviously a chameleon. He's two different people. Because obviously he didn't care when he got back to bring back a van without the woman, and now stealing money off of debit cards, moving clothes out of a storage unit allegedly, if that is true. He's showing signs that he moved right along, which leads one to believe he did something to her, because if that's indeed her van in her name, there was no reason for him to come back in the van without the person who owns the vehicle. That's just common sense. Who's going to let you take their van all the way across country without them in it? Not too many people. Okay, I pray for you, Valor, honey. Maybe I gave you too much information back, Kayla. I'm sorry. Hey, blame the news. They're the one with the information. They are the ones. Hold on 1 second. Just a minute, you guys. Okay, I'm back. Thank you. Y'all still chatting? Irene, stop it. Well, something would happen if you hit the link. You all just sitting down there. I don't know what y'all waiting on. It's amazing to me. Well, that's the said information from all three sources. So feel free to go back and replay this live if you need to said information pertaining to Summer Wells, Desheena Kyle, and Mr. Laundrie. There's no new updates pertaining to Summer Wells, just that Ms. Earhart wants to let everybody know that they're still vigorously working on the case and that they cannot tell you everything that they are doing and that they want valid tips if you have any. But they do have information. They just cannot reveal it to the public, which I think most of us knew that anyway. How do we know if Gabby wasn't in the van when he came back home? Back to the campground and hitchhiked his way back, just a thought. Didi, I don't understand a word you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying. Okay, Valor. I don't understand what you're saying. Well, we know he didn't bring her back, and we know he came back alone, so I'm confused at what you're saying. Yes, it is oddly quiet. That's probably a good sign. Don't talk the demons up, honey. Because Satan sure know his name. He know his name. There's a lot of bad news going on right now. Just a lot of bad news. It's like there's nothing happy out here. Sad. But thank you, Vala, for listening. I appreciate it. Well, if no one's going to give any commentary, I will check out of here because I'm already an hour in and nobody's hitting. Lord, y'all wait a whole hour. Now y'all want to come up on the live. Y'all do some weird stuff on social media. Weird stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Queen. No, my comment was just thinking out. When he came back from their so-called trip, he had her van. He was by himself.
Mm-hmm.
Who's to say that girl wasn't in that van when he took that van back and he hiked back?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You mean he brought a dead body back? Say it like that.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what the heck?
Is that what you're saying? He brought a dead woman back?
What if it was?
But why would you bring a dead woman that far? It's a long way. Now, we can't say that people don't do it because of the case I brought you out of Wisconsin. Crossed over an hour.
Right. It was just
4 dead bodies in the SUV with his father trailing him. So these two Negroes showed enough retarded. Excuse my language. It's retarded.
And like you say, we don't know what the parents really know, do.
Well, it's common sense. It's logic. I ain't have to see you do nothing, but you have a person's van without them. And you came a long, long way without them. We're not talking about borrowing Susie Mae's van, and Susie Mae lives 10 minutes across town. See where I'm going?
Right.
She was living in this house with us. Right. You all left and posted stuff on social media. So we know that's where you were allegedly. Now you're back here on Florida soil without this person who the van belongs to.
Right. I mean,
and they're never going to tell what was said. Just like I was watching somebody's commentary tonight, and they were watching these news guy, I guess out of Florida, whomever. These people were chopping it up about this and that, about the parents can't be charged. Florida law, they can't be charged after the fact. Well, you can't tell me what Wyoming will do.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if you have hindered investigation, it don't matter. Probably they got a dead woman out there. She was found there. They can prove she was there by all these cameras and talking and video cameras from the police. Who's to say that Wyoming can't ring the parents up on the charge of you hindering? Who's to say? I don't know the law, but who's to say?
Yeah. I was just thinking out loud. I mean, because isn't that what happened with this case that's going on about the 4 people and the boy and his father following him? He had the 4 people dead in the car.
Yeah, they charged him. But see, I don't know Minnesota law. Minnesota law is obviously different. I can charge you in Minnesota.
Right.
But the point still remains, you killed them in Minnesota, but they were found in Wisconsin. But then we still don't know if indeed they killed them in Wisconsin, because somebody's got to now tell what happened and where it happened.
Right.
So we got to now see, did he kill him in Minnesota, or did they go to Wisconsin for some more partying or something, and something jumped off? Something jumped off either way. Something was said, and they obviously were all in each other's company, because how would you get 4 dead people in an SUV, no matter where it was discarded?
Right.
So I believe 5 parties were together.
Yeah.
And something was said, and who's to say somebody didn't jump in, defend the lady? Hey, why are you talking to her like that? Don't say that. I don't know. I also don't know if he's the father of one of her children, because a witness is now saying, he said, this happens every time I come here. This what? What is this?
Wow.
He said this at the bar. So maybe they were arguing in the bar.
Yeah.
Having words in the bar. But then it also has cam footage outside to show everybody climbing into the SUV.
Right. Wow.
So we got to now ask ourselves, how many cars were taken to the bar that night? Then we got to also ask, he didn't have a car because he flew here from Arizona. So now we have to say 4 people sat in the back while 2 sat in the front. See, it's a lot of questions to ask.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Now with Desheena,
Mm-hmm.
they haven't found her body, have they?
They have not.
How did they
They
determine?
were looking for her tonight, is what was told to me in a phone call. I didn't see it on Facebook because I didn't get a notification that they were anybody was searching, period, on the news or on the ground. But somebody told me it was on Facebook that they were doing a search. So somebody sent me the information and I read it, and they're going allegedly hours ago. They went over to, let's see what time is it here in Tennessee. It's 10 something. So they were meeting at 6 something on one side of town, I guess, to get everybody together to trot over there to North Knoxville, which is the location of where the apartment is. But I find it odd that you're just now wanting to search over there. It's very strange. Why would you do it now?
And why would they deem a homicide if they don't? Did they give any type of indication of something?
But obviously, they then learned something.
Uh,
The police don't tell you everything.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
They just say about the information I guess they've gotten is what makes them feel. And the fact that she has not talked to anybody. She hasn't called. She hasn't posted to social media. She ain't called the grandmother who she's close to. She hasn't called any of the friends. She left a dog behind, supposedly. See, those are all the things that make you wonder, okay, well, why would they leave their dog? Why would they leave their car? Why would they leave their purse, their keys? Those are things you need wherever you're going.
Right.
You know, if I know what kind of clothes you wear, if I notice all your clothes look like they still in the closet, you see what I'm saying?
Some foul play.
Yeah. You know, we don't know if she left a purse behind, a debit card, keys to the house, keys to the car. We know a car was left behind, a dog was left behind. So why would she not take her own car and dog? Even if she was getting ready to go hang out with somebody else she knew or just met, how was she going to get there?
Right. Wow.
So I believe he has something to do with it also, Mr. Bassett.
Yeah, it's just a matter of them getting him to crack in jail.
Yeah. They're very it's a very sad story. And Chadwick Carr is even more disturbing because I was pissed off that they didn't have his name on the Tennessee list of missing people. He's not on it. Me? No, he's not on it.
Wow.
So that's an issue. That's a big issue.
Wow.
So what do you have to say about Summer Wells? The information from TBI, Ms. Earhart, 2 hours ago.
You know what? I'll truthfully tell you, I didn't hear it, so I don't know. I just, to me,
I didn't hear what?
Hear that summary because I had left out my room.
Say what?
I didn't hear you speak on Summer Wells.
You mean you didn't hear what Ms. Earhart said? I mean,
the
did
commentary.
You hear? Are you saying you didn't hear that part? I don't understand what you're saying.
I didn't hear your commentary and all of that on Summer Wells because I was out of the room.
Okay, I got you.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, let me play it for you.
Well, I'll just tell you this. You can try to dun the Candace, and I don't want to see no damn toilet and her looking like she.
You know what? I can't. But like somebody said, we don't even know that he used the restroom. It could be another ploy like that called to Mary.
Well, you know what? I had made that comment the other night about the way she was sitting in that chair and the way her hand fell down. Her hand was in the same position, and then she had like a little black dot or something on her arm.
Something on her arm.
I was like, is she mimicking that baby on that picture?
Stop it.
Seriously.
Y'all sure be looking at a lot of stuff.
But
my gosh.
That was so disrespectful.
Guess what? Well, if she was, then that probably tells you that it was a ploy.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with none of them.
So there's the bunch of sick nuts.
Well, here we go.
But yeah, let's hear that.
I'm Leslie Earhart with the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. We thought we would take a few minutes to update you on the search for 5-year-old Summer Wells. As you know, she was reported missing from her home on Ben Hill Road in Hawkins County on June 15th. Unfortunately, there are still more questions than answers, but we haven't given up, and we won't. Agents and detectives with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Office continue to work daily to determine what happened to Summer.
But we're still looking, we're still searching, we're still following tips. And one thing that we need to do is preserve the integrity of this case, because we can't tell everything we're doing. We can't tell everything we know. And a lot of stuff that we get called on, we've already done several times.
We want to urge you only to share information from official sources. The misinformation and speculation simply don't help the case. Our teams continue to sift through hundreds of tips, and it turns out most of them are rooted in rumors and bad information spread on social media.
That causes us confusion with all the tips that we get, and we're going through a lot of it coming off of social media. And what we want to do is to get more tips that we can rely on to help us find Summer. And that's our whole goal, is to find Summer.
We appreciate your partnership and ongoing interest in the search for Summer. Please know, as much as you want answers, we want them more. We ask that you understand that our priority has to be figuring out what happened to her. And as Sheriff Lawson mentioned, in order to preserve the integrity of the case, that might mean we cannot share everything we know. Stay connected with TBI on social media for ongoing updates in this case as we are able to share them.
All right, that's TBI's commentary, and that's Miss Earhart giving her commentary pertaining to the investigation of Summer Wells. So what do you have to say about what you said?
A wasted briefing.
What is you doing?
Who?
You just rambling and stuff?
Me? Oh, I'm walking in my house.
Dang. What is she doing? Golly. Y'all know y'all do some crazy stuff when y'all be on these lives. Y'all come in, y'all playing with puppies and TVs and devices.
Well, actually, my dog is sitting here, but I'm
I figured that. You looking ready to do something. Okay.
But
all right.
To me, it's just a wasted update of nothing. They didn't have nothing to say, did they?
Well, possibly the same thing going on with what they're saying in this commentary. Please stay off our phone line.
With all of
with all the he said, she said. I think she in the septic tank. I think she under the grandmama septic tank. I think she in the septic tank under the house. I think she in the roof. I think she in this. I mean, you all just wearing it out, man. Like he said, you are telling me stuff I've already done
twice.
Yeah. Wear it out.
If she's alive, I know she's not in that state.
Well, from what he said, I hope she is with a rich family. Who said something like that? See, that's why you know this is nothing but a game.
Mm-hmm.
First she kidnapped. First she lured. Now you wish she's with some rich people. Okay. Man, you can't make this stuff up. Hey, Real Deal, how you doing?
Yeah.
Hit the link if you want to give your commentary pertaining to Desheena Kyle, Summer Wells, and Mr. Laundrie. Mr. Laundrie has a warrant issued for his arrest out of the state of Wyoming.
So, with Brian, the use of the ATM cards is
over $1,000+.
Is it in
Florida
or is it in?
Well, wherever she got her Visa MasterCard through.
No. I said which state. Was he back at home when he
did it? They said he did it shortly after she went missing, if I ain't mistaken. Yeah, because think about it. Why would she let him just ring up some money on her card and she right there with him?
Mm-hmm.
You had to get access to the card. You all are together. How would he been able to spend the money off the card? Because you did it after you killed her.
And you knew the pin.
Allegedly. Let me say allegedly.
Well, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or some righteous fighter come in here with their drawers tied up in a knot.
Yeah.
Man, somebody tried that the other night. I thought, man, if you don't go on with all that, he was set up. Who set him up? A coyote?
Ooh, child. Yeah.
Who set him up? A bear, coyote. I'm waiting. All the wildlife you got out there in that canyon. A hyena. Mm-hmm. A hyena set him up. And you got mad, drove off, and the hyena attacked her. Okay.
And I'm wondering.
Wow.
since the family told law enforcement he said he was going hiking in this nature preserve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering if that's just a ploy to throw them off so he can go back the
Well,
other
that's what
way.
a lot of people are saying. They was to give him time to get on to up the highway wherever he was going. But see, the thing is, he can't stay gone long.
Now, because he's gonna need some money.
Because you got to know how to live like that. See, that's the thing. Connect your devices, Denise. You got to know how to live like that. Right. See, that's the thing about that life. If you never lived that life, you never been on the run, you never lived underground, you're not gonna know what it's like to live like that. Right. You know, being out all day, can't use the bathroom, can't shower, can't talk to nobody, can't say nothing. You got to try not to be recognized. And think about it. Walking around in the wilderness for what reason? What reason would you have to logically walk around the wilderness preserve when you know you've killed somebody and people are going to be looking for you eventually? What am I going to gain by being out there in a swamp? It makes no logical sense. No. We left here at such and such time. Well, we know they done went and drove them somewhere. Yep. Nobody thought about that. Why you worrying about that preserve? Look, because if you go into that preserve and the alligator said you gonna be swamp soup, and that's not what he wants. No, he don't. Hello, Miss Broomer.
Hello.
Hi.
Well, it's a 3-part. It's a Real Deal said it. It's hard to stay on the run nowadays unless you have outside help. Hey, Kevin. Kevin, how you doing? Kevin, you want to come up here and give your commentary? And be nice. Yes, be nice. Be nice. Because these folks, they know they will complain. Miss Brummer, I got 3-part video. Summer Wells, Desheena Kyle, and Brian Laundrie. Which one would you like to start with first, ma'am?
I'll start with Summer Wells to get that out the way. Okay. Well, that's just, it's turned into a joke.
They say it's common. Listen. Hold on 1 minute. Let me answer somebody in the chat. See, this is why it's hard to do this by myself. They cannot. Florida has a law where you cannot charge parents after the fact of a crime, alleged crime. Go ahead, Miss Broomer.
Well, that doesn't make sense.
Well, that's their law.
Well, it's Florida too.
Hey, these are the same people that let Casey Anthony go. So let's not nothing pertaining to Florida. The heat has obviously gotten to some of them folks down there. Yeah, they've been touched. So if you let Casey Anthony go, I will have faith in nobody going in the court system. I try not to judge everybody from everywhere, but there was no reason for them to let that girl go. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject. Hit it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that even though they may know some stuff,
yeah.
To tell you the truth, I enjoy going back to some of these YouTubers, on these boxes. And my thing is, I didn't know Summer could talk to so many people at different times, so many times a day. Are you out there? Yes, I am. And then next thing you know, somebody has the wands answering, Summer, talk to me. I'm not.
What? Is you going there right now?
She going psychic on us.
I just never seen anything like it in my life. I mean, I just sit there and click on it, and I'm like, okay, all right.
Summer. What, Denise?
I saw one lady. Listen, I saw one lady the other day this week. She had these little silver things, and she would ask a question, and then they would back up in the front for yes and no. I said, "Girl, what the hell is this?"
But you want to hear something funny? I remember we have this thing for Fort Delaware that's supposed to be spooky, where they, at night it looks horrible. It's actually on an island, and so they had something around Halloween, around this time.
Well, what is it, Miss Broomer? Is it a building?
Yeah, it's like a fort where they fought, like when they had some war in Delaware, up here.
So there's structures on it.
It has the structure still there where they were fighting, and you go in and you can see the kitchen where the person, the cook would cook at, and then you go into these little alcoves and you can see where the cannon is, and stuff like that. And so that was one of their biggest things. They had that little wand thing, and you answer it, and it goes in and goes out. You know, people believe what they want to believe, but all them. I mean, if she is there, she probably tired. Every 5 seconds, somebody calling her.
Look, Warrant her spirit, huh?
Wait, slow down.
That's what I'm saying.
Who you speaking of? I'm lost. Who you speaking of?
Talk about psychic people.
Yeah, I said Summer's probably tired. If she's dead, she's tired. Every 5 seconds, somebody, Summer, are you there?
You just said that.
Wake up, Summer.
That's some black folk talk right there.
Come on, Summer, come on.
I said
that. Like the folks in the casket. You know how black folks, we always late for a funeral because I got to go to one next week. And I told the girl, I said, I got to hurry, make sure I get there early. Give me all the directions and everything because Queen is slow like her mama now. So I get there because, hey, let me tell you, you telling the truth. The way they talk about Summer Wells, that little girl that been ready to come back and tell you, here I is. And you done talked about me enough. Here I is.
But she said, forget resting in peace. I'm coming back to the city.
Yeah. You know how we do in the funeral. We late to the funeral. We late to the way the dead and got up. Forget this. I'm going to get a cup of coffee. Y'all done took our damn day. I've been laying in this casket. 3 days.
Tapping on
waiting on y'all.
Tapping on the casket.
Surely. You know it's black folks. You better not tell. And wait a minute. And while we talking about death, it don't matter if it's death, if it's a wedding, bar mitzvah. We don't do bar mitzvah. But you get where I'm going. We don't never do nothing on time.
No. We said dead folks gotta wait for us to come to church. They already sitting.
Talking about a barbecue in the afternoon. It's dark 30. It's time to go to bed. You ain't put the food on the grill yet. Don't get me talking about the Memphis folks.
Queen, did you say it's dark 30?
It's dark 30. I said that one time I was in Memphis. I said, well, what time y'all gonna get started? You think I want to sit here all day and ain't ate nothing and you just not turning over a Polish sausage on the grill? It's dark.
And the grill's not even on the grill yet.
See, white folks, if they say 6 o'clock, we're having dinner. They're having dinner at 6 o'clock.
We're all there at 5:30.
Not 6:45, not 7:05, not 7:15, but 6 o'clock.
Let it be us. Let it be us, Queen. We gotta wait for Pookie and
Ray forgot the meat. He was late. The car wouldn't start. He couldn't make it to the store in time to pick it up. Somebody forgot the soda pop, the drink. You best go to the Burger King.
Yeah, because all you have is a table full of desserts.
Man. Summer Wells crying too. Y'all done talked about me enough. My goodness, if she was deceased, she'd be alive by now. The mother said talk about her.
Yeah, she probably saying, "Give me a rest. Give me a rest."
That's it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! This is so sad. So sad.
Yeah, but it's still sad.
But it's funny too, y'all. Now,
you know, Queen to put a little humor in there, but it's no disrespect to the baby. But the baby tired, and wherever she at, she's tired anyway. Because wherever she at, 9 times out of 10, it's a place where a human being don't belong.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, like you said, the one woman was that the woman with the wand that said the septic tank.
I can't remember who said it, but
and when I heard that, I was like, "Oh my God!"
You see what the chief said? Everything you calling in, I done already done checked.
Exactly.
You know damn well when they had them dogs out there at 110 Ben Hill Road, they went in everything. They told you they even went in the school bus, under the bus, beside the bus, under the car, under the truck.
Yeah.
They need to check. They need to check under the camera. The septic tank. You don't even know if they have a damn septic tank. Talking about they need to go check the septic tank. Do you even know if they got a septic tank?
Who's gonna check it?
I'm retarded. You go check. You go up there. Make sure you got some good boots on, because you know the damn driveway broke up. The hell wrong? You think you got some good looking toes? Your toenails broke up. Your foot broke. Your ankle broke trying to go up that dusty ass road up there in the house.
You think that's why Candace never have on boots? She always have on them thongs.
That girl got some mean feet. You hear me?
Candace
got some mean looking feet. I said, good goobity goo.
Yeah, like
you ain't got no kind of femininity about yourself.
I said she
chewing the back up.
Fred Flintstone there with the
Kevin,
Yeah,
Kevin, I thought you was asleep talking about the toilet in the kitchen. Well, that's a hell of a toilet. And then and let me tell you, and the way this little place made where I live, it's too close to the damn kitchen. I don't want no bathroom. Only time your bathroom should be near your kitchen is if you in 6,000 square feet, you got one of them houses where you have a bathroom off the kitchen.
right.
You hear what I'm saying?
Right.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
A big house.
Mm-hmm.
But not like we're in New York. You walk in the front door, the bathroom to the right, kitchen to the left.
You get to
You
the
know how the
bathroom.
apartments made in the city? They compact. The kitchen is compact,
Yeah.
especially in high rises. And it's just like that in any city. The kitchen is always when you first come in, it's either to the right or to the left. And then your bathroom is going to either be to the right or the left when you're in a skybox. Honey, Queen don't want to see no bathroom near where she eat and open the refrigerator door.
Right.
I don't even like a bathroom in the room with a bedroom. Now, a lot of people like that. Oh, that's luxury.
No.
No, it ain't.
Ooh,
Somebody go in there in your bedroom.
Thank you.
Done.
Somebody go in and do something they ain't got no business, and then you in the bed thinking like, good goobity goo. What the you ain't? You do that for yourself. I don't like that.
Queen, you don't like a bathroom in the master bedroom?
No. Everywhere I've lived, I've had a bathroom in the bed. It's just something about it. I don't like it. It's convenient if I'm elderly.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm elderly and I need to hurry up and get to the restroom quickly, but it's just something about it. Because like single living, you have people come over to your house, let's say an apartment. I don't want you going in my bedroom to go to the bathroom. That's why I don't like it. When there's a visitor and somebody say, can I use your restroom? And God forbid you done left your good girlfriends out, which I don't. But you understand what I'm saying. You got
I know
like
what
that.
you're saying.
And some people say, you don't even throw your drawers in the hamper. Some of y'all like that. Y'all don't put y'all underwear in the hamper.
No,
And you done left your good girls out after you took the shower, and then somebody come over and say, girl, I need to use your bathroom. Then you realize, oh Lord, I done left my panties in the floor. That's what I'm talking
about. Queen, they hanging on the shower.
Okay, that's like my mama. I ain't gonna do what my mama used to do. We're gonna leave that alone. She dead now. I ain't like that old Memphis way of living. If you know where I'm going, I'm gonna do like the old folk. And you ain't wrenching out nothing. If it ain't going to the washing machine, it ain't getting washed. I throw it in the garbage. I ain't wrenching out nothing.
So you better wrench that out and go.
Let me tell you something. Hey, my cuticles get bad enough just because I'm OCD and I like to clean and have everything wiped down so my hands stay in water a lot. Big girl ain't washing out no undergarments. That is old time living. Sorry, y'all, we done got off the subject. That's old time living. I ain't wrenching out no panties, no socks. No, nothing. When it can't go in the washing machine, oh, sorry.
But said them bloomers ain't gonna get washed by your hands, huh?
Just like I knew a chick, she always had a filthy house. She threw everything everywhere, dirty clothes everywhere. This heifer would go to the mall just to buy clothes so she wouldn't wash. I was like, oh my God. Why won't you just take your clothes and put them in the washing machine?
Exactly.
Honorary. Lazy and honorary.
Ooh, Jesus.
You all up in the Kmarts and the Walmarts buying new drawers when you can just put your damn good panties in the washing machine. No, you're too lazy and honorary. Won't even wash your own damn underwear and clothes. I don't understand that. This is crazy. Excuse me, y'all. We done ventured off. Sorry about that.
Well, Kmart and Walmart, you can get your damn drawers for 50 cents. So, hey.
I ain't bought no 50-cent drawers at Walmart. Walmart you shopping at? You ain't gonna never get no big girl panties for 50 cents nowhere.
It got at least be $1. 50 cents might be for the smaller.
You ain't gonna never get no 50-cent panties for a big girl. That's a lie. Snake, you's a liar. No, you ain't. Ain't no way. Okay, real this we need Miss Cleo on summer camp. I can't with y'all. I can't. Oh Lord, have mercy.
I'm surprised somebody went on TikTok and asked one of them people, them psychics. I'm like, oh my God, every time I turn around.
You know what?
Said, nope,
these psychics I don't want. These ain't the ones I want. Sorry. If I was to go to a psychic, it wouldn't be nothing that I'm listening to up on the wire. Who outside? Denise?
That's not
Denise, you outside?
No, my window. Somebody was driving by.
Listen, look.
I'm glad
just
you
looking out of the window.
Don't gotta be looking out. I don't care.
You know, I'll take you back to good times, baby.
I'll be like that lady on
Temporary
227 right there at the
Good
window.
times. Woo!
Credit rip off.
Good times.
Ain't we happy we got a
Dun, 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 dun.
good time?
Girl, I love that. Oh, I love it. You gonna take me to the 70s. Lord have mercy.
Okay. Okay, cause I know, not size 13. I was just joking about the 50-cent panties now.
13. What 13? What size? Y'all talking about a size 13 drawers?
That's cause in the chat.
You know what? I'm dead. I'm about to sing some. Look, I'm about to sing some blues now because y'all showing out. These last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
Especially in no
Meet
panties.
me at the casino.
Oh my God,
Ah! Big girl panties. Boy, that gave me so tickled when you said so. Because my grandmama used to say the Kmarts. Granny, ain't no S on Kmart. I'm saying that.
y'all. Y'all
You
gonna
go
get
to
them.
the Kmarts and go to the Kmarts and get what you need. You go to the Kmarts and just like you just said, you know damn well ain't no big good draws 50%.
Yeah, let's look for that.
You 4. Let me see how many come in a pack now. Like you got what 6 undergarments
Yeah,
about $8, $9.
Yes.
And it's cheaper. You know, Walmart is like this. If you small, medium, large, it's one price. If you plus size on up 2X, whatever, it's like $2 more or $1 more. So let's say the t-shirt for small, medium, large, extra large is $6.99. If you plus size, it's gonna be $7.99. So you see, the Chinese said you need more money, more fabric. So more fabric, more money. Where it is.
So stop discriminating against bigger people. That's not right.
Big girl always got to pay more. He says nothing wrong with big girls. I like them big. Oh, real deal. Okay.
Well, I'm looking for that deal 4 for 4.
Okay. I'm dead. You find some big. Well, you ain't no big girl because you smaller. But I can't wait to see some big girl panties 4 for 4. I want to see this play. I want to see $1. Wait a minute. We're gonna do like the commercial. $1 foot long. I want to see $1 a $1 panty.
Ma'am, we're sorry. Those sold out 50 cents.
Let me tell you something. The only thing you're gonna get for a big girl for $1 is half of a drawers. You ain't got to put one leg on, and then you gotta go to the other side of the store and get the other side. The other missing panty is on the other aisle.
Let's say sew them together, huh?
And that one's gonna be $6.99. Don't get me started.
Oh my goodness.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, the devil's a liar.
Oh golly.
So where is Mr. Laundrie?
I think he's out the country. Probably over in Mexico.
Oh, you think he look? They over here swimming. You see them damn Haitians under that bridge?
Oh, I know.
Oh my God. Let's not talk about that. Oh my God.
You up there, but let me tell you something I'm trying to figure out when I saw the story last weekend. This is what I'm trying to understand. And I didn't have to look at the map because I'm not stupid. I know where Haiti is. How you get from there
all the way down
to
here.
over there?
I know.
Because Mexico stretches out into the water. Texas is above Mexico. So see where I'm going with that?
Because they were planted.
I beg your pardon? Yeah, I'm thirsty now. How about that? I'm dead.
They were planted to make this administration look stupid.
No, I'm being serious. How did those people get up there under that bridge and went to the Rio Grande? How did you get from under Haiti? Because Haiti is under Florida, and you migrated over to the left, which would be what kind of west? How did they get from there to there?
Somebody brought them on boats.
You had to. That is nothing but water coming out of Mexico.
You're right.
And they directed them all the way down there to Texas.
No, but something still fishy on how you got from Haiti all the way up to Texas. Because you ain't swam from Haiti to Mexico.
Yeah, because
and if they would have saw your boat
that's
in the
pure water. That ain't no wading. It's wading in the Rio Grande when the water's down low. But you had to got from Haiti up to Mexico to then fall into Texas.
Right.
It's something very strange.
Yes, very.
Yeah,
Very,
Very, very strange.
it's a whole lot of them too.
But you know, like they
That's almost
keep
15,000,
saying.
15,000 they guesstimate.
But you know what? They're
muscle
saying
Wait a minute.
Haitians,
And then
but
took them back. And then took them back. He flew them back.
I know, right?
Wait a minute. That's the best trip you got. You done went, almost lost a limb, arm, passed out, starved to death to only get a free airline ticket back to where the hell you just crawled out of.
yeah, you saw.
That's interesting.
You see where they shipped 40 children back that didn't have no passports back to Haiti. I'm like, well, what about the parents?
No, this is what they said they're gonna do. I read this in my commentary. You get an expulsion if you are a family. So if you came with a mama, sister, cousin, daughters, daddy, you can get in. But the people who came as, I guess, single dwellers, no, you flying back.
And that is so sad. So sad.
Okay, but guess what? Let's be truthful now. What are we gonna do with 14,000, 15,000 people, migrants?
I'm gonna answer that question.
And it's COVID. And it's COVID right now.
Oh Lord.
And people ain't working. People still need to get put out their apartment houses, homes.
Mm-hmm.
What the government get ready to do with 14, 15,000 extra people to feed, house, clothe? Come on now.
I got another question. What is the government gonna do with this 60,000? They're talking about processing the Afghans to bring here.
Oh,
I ain't heard about no 60,000 Afghans.
Oh no, it was. Did you say 60,000?
Maybe 60,000. I don't know. I believe that.
I think that number might not be correct.
First of all, let Queen throw a little humor out there, a little ghetto humor. First of all, the Taliban got to let you get the 60 on the plane.
Yeah.
Did you hear what I said?
And half of them that was on that first flight, I bet was Taliban.
Let me tell you something. The Taliban is full of you know what. 1 minute you crying, you want us out. We leave. You want to blow up the outside of the airport.
Mm-hmm.
So which is it? You want us there or you want us gone?
Mm-hmm.
So why are you blowing up something and people are trying to get out of there? That made no sense. That made no sense. To strap a bomb to yourself. Why?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. Ugh.
I'm sorry, y'all. That was where you were born. You were born into that kind of mess. So I think there should be a second airplane going on. They should be making round trip tickets.
Yeah. They should be doing what?
Round trip tickets for them too. But
Yep.
Going back.
Yep.
Going back.
Even the ones at the border, at the Mexican border. Guess what? We load up on the airplane.
Well, I'm all for equality, but I'm also a realist. There's no way we can take in that many people because you are talking about housing them, feeding them, getting them resources. Where are they going to stay? That was the whole point of all this stuff about the borders and them detaining them in little places. They didn't have the resources even then before this group migrated.
Yeah.
They didn't have nobody to do right by them, let's say, because I heard the conditions were horrible. Now they got pictures of them on horseback with whips and stuff, and that takes me back to slavery days, and I ain't trying to look at that.
That was disgusting.
So my thing is, so this is why I said there's no way we're going to even be able to house them because it's not just okay, let them in, okay, but they still got to be somewhere in order to get to the next place.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to have somewhere to house the people. Now you got to feed them. Now they didn't call in all these extra people to be government workers, sheriff, whatever. My thing is, well, what the hell were they when y'all was crying about a while? Well, why the hell wasn't nobody patrolling the borders? If you can call in people now to patrol these 14, 15,000, you should have them same people when people were crawling in illegally in the first place.
They're short-staffed with COVID.
These wonderful walls you built that's falling down.
Hey, how you doing? How you doing? I mean, don't nothing make no sense. But the wall should have been up. And a lot of people don't think the wall should be up. You cannot just have people going into people's country. Cause I can't go to Canada and just go in. I can't now just go to somebody's country and say, oh, I'm a citizen. I'm going to make myself at home.
I'm from America.
No.
There's just no way.
No.
I'm all for equality. But like people say, do it the right way. Because there's people right now, their name has been put in a lottery. And that's not fair to somebody that's from Russia or anywhere.
Afghanistan.
And they wait to get in. And you just come walk on in.
Uh-huh.
You just walk across the border, jump in, sleep wherever you can sleep, make do, and then you get on your feet, however you get on your feet, and then here's somebody who went about it the right way, and they sitting here waiting for America to call their number. That's not fair to them.
No, it's not. It's not.
Well, when they start messing with these stimulus checks.
How y'all doing, Snugglepuss? Oh, say what?
I said they'll start messing with these stimulus checks.
Well, them stimulus checks have stopped, haven't they?
The only people getting the checks right now are people with children.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then that ends in December.
Well, but they're getting ready to give you some more. They said for people who now have children from 18 to 22 or 24, but they have to be full-time college students and a dependent that you actually claim on your taxes.
You know, I'm about to sue the government. I done paid all these damn taxes and y'all ain't giving me 50 cents.
Hello, everybody. So
I can buy some drawers. Come on now. I done paid my taxes too.
All I can do is go. You better go find Pookie or Shamika and claim one of their children.
No, ma'am. I ain't going to jail. Not me. Tax back. No, ma'am. No.
That'll show me a YouTube. That'll show me a YouTube video when you look up and they get to crying about that money. You supposed to give me such and such, and you ain't give me all the money, and I'm going to call the IRS on you. Well, no matter, we'll both be in jail together. Then how about that?
Yeah. The folks they doing it right now. You're like, wait a minute. I use this child, and now I'm gonna get the stimulus, but I used your child. Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna give me none of that money. It's coming to me. Oh no, baby. I'm calling Uncle Sam. Guess what? Uncle Sam come get both of you now.
I'm calling Don so he can go higher.
You know what? Oh Lord. And that was something I was sitting here thinking about too. When I was sitting there talking about how manly she looked, I was thinking to myself, I believe that heifer was chewing the back of when she was talking to Chris. I said, look at this heifer.
Yeah,
what's that chewing the back of in your mouth?
Look, or big old juicy water gum.
No, that was back of, that was some dip she had. Yeah, welcome to America. You got that right.
Well, you notice one side of her jaw is always kind of puffy. So it may have
that one where that cheekbone look like it's puffy, like she's been hitting it or something.
I think it's stuck with the tobacco up there too.
But all jokes aside, when that YouTuber was talking and they were sitting in the background because Don couldn't read it, so he had to read it for him. Yeah. And it's just like you said, that right there was an act. That was I don't know.
This other lady said it. This other lady, Miss Dirty Laundrie, said, how you know this wasn't set up? It was another act like that called her Mary. And I thought about that. She said, just doing stuff for y'all to go run and repeat. Oh, he's sitting on the bath, he on the toilet, using the restroom. And that's true. Who's to saying what? You did it before?
Thank you.
You just did it.
Yep.
And the demon and the demon spread his gospel. Come on now, y'all.
Right. Empires is asking me, what do I think about the lady who heard the scream? Nothing.
Heard what scream?
So what?
Cos put that. They're saying some woman said she heard a scream.
You know what? People coming out to works.
Yeah. Well,
I would scream too if I was stuck up there.
Let me tell you something. You go to social media telling that story, whether it's true or not. What you gonna do is wake up and see Don Wells sitting at the edge of your bed.
Yeah.
Or summer.
Okay, you know what? They wrong for that. Hold on a minute. Y'all keep talking. I'm getting something.
They acting a nut stuff. Summer can probably come and hunt them if her poor body is
I know.
Gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would have Don and Candace, the main one, running up Ben Hill Road all the way down from Rogersville to everywhere else.
And it's a shame because they know they was the last ones to see her. The police know that. My thing is, they were the last person to see her. Then they need to sit in jail for a couple days.
Yeah, because you know what? I do believe, just me, my opinion. Candace and Grandma and H, something happened to her on their watch, and she called Don, and Don helped to remove. Yeah, I believe it. That's how I feel.
Well, I think that because But I also remember when Hunter was talking, and he said something about she was down there for a few, and he had to take his shirt off and run in the water.
About 15 seconds.
Yes. And I'm like,
Him and Candace was over talking.
yes.
But remember, Candace said he went off somewhere, then he came back.
Right.
I was like, y'all stories ain't. And another thing people ain't paying attention to is if when you listen to him talk to Allie, and it stays in my mind. Allie said Hunter came home, and I asked him, well, how was fishing? It's fine. She said he was quiet. He was quiet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But that man never touched on that. And I was like, man, you ain't no damn good interviewer.
That's what I'm saying. He left all the good questions out.
Yeah, I'm like, what? No, you want us to see that big old fat, excuse me, I'm sorry, y'all. You want us to see that big old disfigured body of Allison? I wasn't, ugh.
Oh, yeah, that was horrible. I was like, is that her stomach hanging out the bottom? Yeah, it is her stomach hanging out the bottom. I was like, I can't.
But I wouldn't be surprised. This case involves higher ups.
You never know.
Listen at y'all. Y'all act like y'all in the at the dinner table. Girl, pass me some of that sweet potato pie. He did one, yeah, girl. She was standing up there, girl, just a hollering, screaming. I know they did something. You what? Ooh, pass me some of that Mountain Dew. You got some ice.
But Queen, you said you remember now. You said dinner was at 6:00. It's 2 hours later now. We done made it to the table.
Girl, you know what? Y'all.
But you know, we were just saying a couple facts here that he had when they was telling what had happened. He said he took his shirt off, and he had to go into the water, and she was down there for a few seconds. You know, I'm sure it probably was minutes, but no, he said he took his shirt off.
Remember, Denise? He said 15 seconds.
Yeah. How you gonna?
What are y'all talking about?
Summer. And the fish.
Well, what about 15 seconds?
Remember he said he had to take his shirt off
H
and jump in the water to get her.
Oh, you talking about H?
Yeah. And he said it was about 15 seconds, but nobody came back to that.
Okay.
No,
it was just like I think it was an accident.
So what are y'all trying to tell me?
What I'm trying to
tell you. Don't believe what he said, or you do believe what he said?
I believe Candace, Grandma, and H had something. It happened with them, and Don helped them carry it out.
Get rid of it. Yeah, get rid of it.
That's what I believe.
Because
that's not what happened. If we believe it wasn't just a whole setup to get rid of her altogether.
Yeah.
Altogether. Something happened. She put on her clothes to hide whatever happened at the swimming hole.
Yeah, you're right.
And then took her home, did unload the stuff, and then went and met him, and he did the rest.
Yeah, that's what I believe.
And Candace is she has to be mentally retarded, and then Allie too, because if she hasn't seen that boy in a while.
Well, I don't think that's true. From what somebody told me, they don't believe that.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute, Denise. He said he hadn't been up there in almost a year.
Yeah, right.
That was a lie.
That's
your
a big
mama
lie.
lived there in September.
Because the woman his mom was over their house within a year.
She lived there in September. Remember, she moved out in October.
So where was he living on the land?
No, on Ben Hill Road in one of them buses or shit.
Maybe he was living in the shed.
Y'all see.
But they lie.
They lie. Yeah. The bad thing about it is they're not good liars.
No, not at all. But like you say, they didn't think it out through. You think everybody was just gonna take you at your word?
Right. I'm telling you, I think. Well, you know what? Wait a second. If we go back to what Grandma said, she said she ain't went nowhere.
But
they took her car.
But you was
or
at
was
the
that
ER.
Afterwards?
But
when
you
did
was
she
at the
take
ER.
her car afterwards?
Girl.
That's why I said they just lied. They're so stupid. This is better than the Beverly Hillbillies.
And if Candace and Allie is not friends. You don't have nothing to do with her anymore. Why the hell would you let your 15-year-old child go with her?
Exactly. Because they
Yeah.
had dealings. I'm telling
And
you.
he called Candace. Candace didn't call him.
Right. And why
Yeah.
would you say you on a conversation? You're a grown woman on a conversation. Who that? Who was that on the phone?
Oh, I took her phone.
What she was? What
I
maybe she
wish
said?
my son
Maybe
would
she'll
take
say
my
she was.
phone.
Well, she was asleep.
Say what?
She'll say she was asleep. Remember, he said somebody being asleep at one point.
Yeah, but that big old gator was up. She was up.
Woo! No, you didn't go in.
I'm sorry.
I'm dead.
Was up.
Girl, I'm dead. You didn't call her a big old gator. Oh,
She
I'm
was
dead.
up.
Girl, if you don't get off my line, please, Jesus,
'Cause
you ain't no sense.
she
Big old gator.
She said after he left, I went back to sleep.
Girl,
She
why
was up,
I come
y'all.
to?
She was
What's
up.
my little rapper friend name? What's her name? Little cutie pie that raps now. You know who I'm talking about.
I don't know these new rappers.
Yeah, the female rapper. The pretty girl. The brown skinned girl out of Texas. Was it Houston or Dallas? What's her name? Everybody talk about it. Then I can't think of her name. You know,
Megan.
Megan. When you said big old gator, that's what I thought about her.
Megan Thee Stallion.
You see me talking about big old freak.
You see how she was?
That's what came to my mind when you said that.
You see how she was climbing on that whatever
that
was, that makeshift bed or whatever.
I'm dignified tonight.
Ooh.
There's nothing ever dignified when we talk about these folks.
They are.
Well, let's talk about this since we got this chat is just open to the 3 subject matters. Where is the church?
Exactly. No more prayer.
Come on in.
Without the guy, the fact
hallelujah.
Signing.
Hallelujah. Where the church? Where the church? Where's the church? Where's the church? Where's the church? Where's the church?
Going, what?
Where is the church?
We just
on Ben Hill Road.
What'd you say?
Girl.
What?
That church don't know them.
I'm like Miss Miller in The Color Purple. When Miss Sophia asked, could her cousin squeaks between them because she ain't seen her children? I don't know him either. That what the church doing right now. They acting like Miss Miller.
I got one more for you. One more for you, Queen. I got one more for you now.
Don't do it.
Where's Mr. Dotson? I don't know him either.
Mr. Who?
Sorry, Miss Jackson. For real. Sorry that I made you cry. Honey, he said what crying, talking about that big old black girl up there on Everyday Shenanigans and put my name out there on Front Street. I got to go.
And I had to close down my social media because people gonna be looking at me.
Put my business
Sassy Auntie. Okay, Sassy. Where'd you hear that from? YouTube streets. He moved away. I'll be right back. I can get a job. Yeah. Where you go? Where you go? Florida.
Is that where he went? And they said he changed his look.
Maybe after meeting with Brian.
Huh?
I said maybe after meeting with Brian. They all on the run.
He met in the swamp. He called Brian and said, I can help you.
Look, I know how to do it. Oh my goodness.
And that right there, that's sad. That's the word. And you know what? I think the girl, Gabby, really loved him.
Yeah, and they both were toxic with each other.
Yeah.
They both were abusive with each other.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, a man know he can. I mean, there are some women that can whoop a man, but that man knew he could overpower that little girl, that young lady.
Right, but I don't understand. They had witnesses saying he was hitting her in the face and all this other stuff. Why didn't he go to jail?
What I mean? Well, about Gabby and Love.
Think about this. Wherever that was, when they caught up to him, they was probably in another jurisdiction, and that jurisdiction didn't know. Think about that too.
Thank you, Sugar Puss. Thank you, baby.
But when they caught up with him, you saw evidence of
Okay, honey. Thank you.
DV,
Yeah.
but you didn't want to act on it. I mean, the way the officers were talking to both of them, they were talking to them to like.
Well, let's weigh it in because each person, I've been hearing a lot of flack about the dispatch and the police officer. So I'm going to start with Miss Broomer. Was the dispatch rude to you or not?
I think I'm not gonna say rude, but they were talking matter of factly.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
yeah.
So Dee Dee, your opinion, rude or not?
I'm not gonna say they were.
Okay, Miss Broomer, police, their demeanor during that initial incident with she and Mr. Bryan, how were they perceived to you?
Like they ain't got the sense God gave them.
That ain't what I asked you.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna answer.
Okay.
No, I want Miss Broomer to answer. How
I
was
don't
their
thi- I-
demeanor to
I don't
you
think they
during that
handled it
interaction with her?
I don't
and
think
him?
I don't think they handled it right.
So elaborate. What did they not do that you think they should have done?
I think number one, if they have witnesses saying he was smacking her, and I mean, my thing, okay, come on, you got to come with us.
Okay.
You know, that didn't happen. I don't care. I mean, the girl sitting there, the picture of her just sitting there like her whole soul was coming out, you know.
Oh Lord, y'all really doing it up now. Oh my God.
And they did nothing.
You know what? Let me tell you something. Didn't I tell you about perception? That what I see, you don't see.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because I don't know what they had going on in their minds, the cops. I don't know anything.
Right.
And that's what happens with a story is that perhaps things could have been done differently. But this is what I've told everybody. What did y'all want them to do? Because he or she was not pressing charges against
that's
anyone.
true.
So
that's
therefore, it doesn't even matter what I think about these two kids.
That's true.
I'm going to let them go once they tell me what happened.
Yeah.
You go your way, sir, ma'am, if you think it's going to be some more tension, which I do believe that was said.
Yeah.
And allegedly, that's allegedly, because we don't know what's the truth. That allegedly was supposed to happen, but dear God, why didn't they stay apart?
I know.
Stay apart.
You know what?
You can't go back. You can't go back.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I believe? The officers believe that there was domestic violence. One should have been taken.
Yeah.
And the other one should have been sent on their way.
Nancy, don't start that mess coming in his chat with that mess talking about the cop had 666 on his finger. Go back.
Oh my goodness.
I ain't going back to look at nothing. You know what? I ain't got time for it. Don't bring that Satanism up on him.
Okay, now we just got to talk about the psychics. Don't you start.
This is exactly what they be talking about. All this right here is what they're talking about. See?
But my thing is, okay, your probable cause was the speeding. Then when the van jerked and hit the curb, this may be a possible DUI. You hit the cherries. You ain't never once spoke on a possible DUI. So Brian, did you?
No, somebody got to press charges. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He didn't say, yeah, she beat me up. She hit me in my face.
No.
I'm talking to somebody in the chat. I'm talking to If he had said, yeah, she hit me for no reason, yeah, I want you to do something about her. It went in that light. But like he said, he wasn't, the way he was talking, he wasn't trying to put her in a bad light. And then he sues it over with, I hope she's not saying anything bad about me.
Right. But Queen, in that conversation with that cop, he said, you know, it's your choice. He said, you can go, I can give you this information, and you can go and you can sign where you don't want charges filed and stuff. Because at first the lawyer said, okay, you go. You can take her. He was willing to let her go.
I can't hear you. He was what?
He was willing to let them take her at first. And that cop talked him out of it and said, we'll put, if you listen to all of that.
Yeah, I have to, because see, that's why I don't like listening to stuff on the live. I like to listen to stuff when I'm by myself where I don't have no distractions and stuff. Because I didn't play the live. I only played 20 minutes of that hour 17 minutes.
Yeah, that was a long one.
Cammy, that's long. And really, I'm trying to figure out why were they out there for an hour and 17 minutes? Because if it wasn't nothing, it wasn't nothing but to listen to what she said, he said, then tell them going their way. That should have been done in 25 minutes tops, 30 minutes, 20 minutes at the most.
Right.
Well, they
But
still
like
should
I
have got
said,
tickets though. They should have
never-
got a ticket.
He was speeding. Well, at first they was. Now, I will say this: I do believe they were suspicious of him in the beginning.
Yeah,
because he was speeding, and then he
Right.
comes back with this story of, well, I didn't pay attention. She grabbed me. She grabbed the wheel. Then when they asked her about the wheel, she says, "No, I didn't grab the wheel. I hit his arm. I hit his arm." So see, right there, you can see if we're to believe Miss Gabby that perhaps this guy is a known liar.
But driving with bare feet too.
but-
That's a ticket.
But,
No,
but
right.
listen, you guys. But listen. But you hit him.
I hear you, real deal.
You said, did she hit her?
We started domestic violence. Then they see all the scratches and stuff. I was like,
Right.
that child could have been.
Well, people in
saved.
the chat are saying if it was a Hispanic or a black person, how this would have ended. We know how it would have ended.
Both of us would have been in jail.
Yeah,
Well,
it got worse. You don't know. You out in the middle of nowhere. Them folks can say anything. Turn them damn cameras off and say they malfunction. It'll be it'd just be some dead folks out there.
Yeah.
And you know what, Queen? Throughout that hour and whatever, they kept turning off the camera so you couldn't hear what they were saying too.
Mm-hmm.
See that right there to me. Come on.
They was covering up. They was covering up.
Covering up what, Dee?
On patting these two on the back. They know a crime had.
Well, you
been
know what
committed.
though? It now look what happened. Like Queen was saying, look what happened.
Now she's deceased.
Exactly.
Okay, but look at here. Let's go here. And I'm gonna say this. Nobody get offended, but it's what was seen. He was the one with the marks, not her. You know exactly what they were thinking.
That's true.
Yeah,
She was the aggressor. She
They
was
said
the
it.
aggressor.
They said it. They said it, Queen. And that's the.
You look at his face, and you don't see no marks on her.
Nothing.
He had some marks on his hand. They did ask about that. Then he had marks on his face. Hell yeah, they thinking, well, look like she was the one doing all the punching and
Yeah.
but they weren't visible to see allegedly him slapping her with what the commentary is from the other bystanders because they ain't nowhere around when that allegedly happens.
Mhm,
Right.
mhm.
And one officer even said his eyes are a little swollen. I'm like, what?
She might beat him up. She might, you know.
They was fighting in that vein.
Women can be weird.
They was
Well,
fighting
that's true.
in that vein.
She could have been an aggressor. She said she had anxiety. She had this. Who's to say she don't get a little frantic?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like she said, I hit his arm. Who's to say she hadn't been doing it the whole trip? Hitting him, pushing him, shoving him, and then it was like, no, he snapped.
Right.
But I'm not saying he's not abusive because I will agree with, I'm going to go ahead and believe the two people that said he was slapping her because my thing is, why would two strangers call two people they don't know nothing about and say the man was slapping a woman?
I
So
believe
I do
that.
believe he was putting his hands on her.
Oh yeah, I would believe
But
that.
one can say, because it's how people like to flip it, how do we know what was going on for him to slap her? Was she doing something to him? I don't know. Because I wasn't.
Right.
And did you report if you saw her hitting him?
So what, baby?
I said, and did they report that they saw her hitting him?
Well, see, at the point, we don't have nobody to say that she was hitting him.
Right.
No. No, you know when they was calling the 911?
Maybe. Yeah, well,
No,
Y'all
well, I'm just saying.
yeah.
that might have been all they
I'm just
saw.
saying the way things look. You got one incident of him slapping her. Then you got an incident of these two saying, I grabbed the wheel, I didn't grab the wheel. He's got marks on him. See, you got to weigh everything on how it looks at that time. They may have looked at her thinking she's the one who could be the aggressor because he's the one with the marks on him. He's the one that's very mild-mannered. She's the one that's kind of hyped up, nervous, woo-woo, however you want to perceive it. Do you see where I'm going? Everything is about perception.
Right.
And that's what they're trying to look for.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
right. Because that's all they got.
Yep.
That's
They
it.
don't know these. They don't know these two. They don't know if really he's the type that is putting on it when people come around, and then when ain't nobody around, he's pushing, shoving, or making nasty remarks. Woo woo. He's complaining about this, and this. I think it's probably going to come out. These two probably should have never been together. Period. Trip, no trip.
Right.
Well,
Trip, no
his,
trip.
his sister said that they both fought a lot.
Well,
And they probably was out there fighting. It was an accident.
Girl, they was fighting the whole trip.
Somebody in the chat said, so again, both should have been detained. Baby, they can't detain you if you ain't done nothing.
That's why I said
they can't detain you because you two had a disagreement. Ain't nobody bleeding, cut up.
But he scratched up.
Yeah, he was scratched up and had a little bit of swelling.
But he explained, he explained that they were wrestling, playing with the phone. He was trying to get out his face. Like I said, he didn't press charges against the girl. They're not going to arrest you.
Right, because the officer talked him out of it.
But when I watch Cops, right, or 48, on Cops, when they go to these places and the gentleman is full of scratches or the woman, they just take them. But
we got to remember, you're talking about you are out in the Pacific Northwest. What laws they have there may not be the same in Cali, Philadelphia, New York.
That's true.
You got to remember how he represented himself. She even admit, I get antsy. I don't like certain things. They probably just chalked the whole thing up with two people who are just fucking different.
Yeah.
They had a dispute. Hey, you go here, cool off. He go here. They don't know that this crazy motherfucker get ready to kill her.
Right.
No, they didn't.
Because then you got to ask yourself, if that's true, they told them to go their separate ways, and they went their separate ways, then what the hell happened after that?
They told them they had to stay apart for 24 hours.
But my point is, what happened?
Right.
I think they was communicating.
When they met back up, if they even separate, we don't have no proof of nothing.
Nothing at all.
You know what? Because she made sure he need his phone charger. Huh? Girl, I don't give a damn if you have a phone charger or a phone.
Okay. So it goes back to what I keep saying. Everything's about perception.
Yeah.
She was invested.
Yes, in him. Yes.
She's invested.
So did they remember they said those two other ladies got killed not too far from there?
It was another couple or something?
Yeah.
I didn't understand that,
I thought they said that we got on the phone. My thing is this. You're on the phone and you see somebody looking creepy hanging out. Why you get off the phone?
What are you speaking of now?
Remember they were saying that it was two women that just got married.
Okay.
They was trying to see if that was linked to the other one when she said on the phone to whoever she was talking to that there was a man that was
following him. I heard something. They said I think they said the women said they were being followed or women was being followed.
Yeah, and then they ended up dead.
Well, hell, if that was near them, that's crazy too. Shoot.
I know. That's what I'm like.
That ain't no joke either.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So when they say close, how close are we talking?
Wasn't they in the same park or something?
Yeah, I think they were in the same park.
Yeah, they had discovered.
So let's go here, and this is not to say he's involved, but I'm talking about logic.
Mm-hmm.
What are the odds that two more people are dead in the same park area where this girl shows up dead?
Especially if you think they saw you.
Right, and that's good. That's a good damn point, Miss Bromer. Mm-hmm. What if they were witnesses to him beating her up, hurting her, doing something? I gotta knock them out because I don't know what they done seen.
Right.
Paranoid.
Mm-hmm.
Said, I gotta do y'all. I gotta do you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. I just hope they find him.
And I'm worried about the white girl they just found dead up in South Carolina because she's missing from Florida and she likes to go barefoot. Got mad because the people was denying her to roam around at the beach or whatever how it go. So she called her mama. And her mama said, well, I don't want you getting on the highway. Go get a hotel room. Once again, I'm getting these Gabby vibes. She missing.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me, she's found dead, I think. Get it all mixed up.
See, it's a lot. See how much it is.
But she's from Florida. The timing is odd because I'm thinking, what if he found her, crossed her path? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm from Florida. Woo, woo. They get to talking. Now, poof. You just don't know because you don't even know where he is.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
You don't know where he is. I don't trust
Yeah.
him.
And I don't believe the family dropped him off at the swamp.
Mm.
Where are you
No,
gonna
he
be
left.
walking?
Didn't he leave to go back to the swamp?
He left the swamp.
How did he get there? I don't think they took him.
But Batcave says Ellie said he didn't have anything to do with the murder. Okay.
Huh?
Mm.
Who said that? Brian?
Anyway.
Yeah.
I think they were saying. I think they were saying something about if this didn't happen with him and Gabby, they wouldn't have stumbled on those two.
And that's even more scary.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep.
That's wow. Well, anybody can say they didn't do it.
Well,
Ask R. Kelly. He said he didn't do it.
girl, wait a minute. I was so finna say that.
You know, all these stories. I mean, well, the poor kids, the two little boys, their parents just ain't said nothing. But everybody that was to say a little bit, I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. What are you smacking on, Dee Dee? Lord.
Karma.
My gosh.
Was that better?
What?
You got me amped up now. So I'm eating.
You done went all up in the cupboards and pulled stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I must be getting on my dog nerves too, because he's looking upside my head like I'm crazy. Sorry.
Yeah, it's just bad.
Wrestling. I thought, what in the world?
I know. I was like, somebody going to town over there. But it's sad. It's sad. You know. It's just really sad. And the crazy looking man that killed the people in the van.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what?
Yeah. Bad.
Yeah.
Well, very interesting. All these stories, they're sad to me.
Yeah, they are.
Yes, they are.
They really are.
And the crazy thing is, there's more to come. I hate to say it.
Mm-hmm. It's just think of the things we don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't know people have secret passageways in their islands until I seen it.
What
the
heck? What you mean? Girl,
there was no secret passageway. They just put a desk over a hole and they made a doggone dungeon. There was nothing secret about that.
I thought she was going to get a key or show something, a plate or something out there.
Like that basement.
Yeah.
Up there in the holler.
And Chris, like, I don't think I can get down there.
Got you a makeshift wall, and you got to be a contortionist to go down and stuff.
I know.
I'm dead.
Chris
Where you at downstairs?
Chris wanted to go down there.
She's downstairs in the maid quarters. Oh my gosh, I'm dead.
Because I'm looking at her, then she turned around and she was going down. I was like, what in the world is she doing?
She went backwards.
Y'all sick.
And Chris was like, I don't think I can fit down there. That's okay.
Well, they rough the neck size for size. She squeezed her big butt down there.
Yeah.
Chris wasn't worried about his size. He was scared about what was he going to encounter.
Yeah.
He didn't know what was down there. He didn't know if Shrek was down there.
Right. So he did a YouTube story.
Right.
Look, YouTuber held hostage in the rabbit's hole. I'm dead saying. What happened? The YouTuber and his cameraman was held hostage by Candy Cane and Don Juan.
How did you get out? I ran to the back door. I hid in the shed.
I hid in the shed.
What's this say? How you like them apples?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, it's okay. Come on. I told her, no, ma'am.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
I guess that'd be something, wouldn't it? Lure them down there and lock them down there and make videos about it. Welcome to YouTube.
But it was, you know what, though? I still think Don was there when they went.
He probably was.
Yeah, remember the TV was on and all that.
That's why the TV was on.
Yeah. and he seen him coming. He ran out the back door and went and
But
hid.
that don't make no sense. Denise, you knew she had to tell you the man was coming. Come on.
Yeah,
Now.
but he didn't want
You
to
know
be
damn
there.
well that man Carl told me he's on his way.
Yeah, and he
Yeah,
went and hid in the
Queen.
bus.
But he didn't expect for him to
There's
come
no
in
way
that
I'm
house
getting
or
ready to
down
go
there
up on
doing-
that damn road after all this done happened and just show up at Candace's house. You know damn well he called Candy and say they already set up a time that he was coming and everything.
Right.
But he didn't expect for him to come down in the dungeon. I know he didn't.
Nobody could expect that.
Well, then where'd they go to then, girl?
He could have just sat there by the swing.
You know what? Now, Donald, now why are you in that swing by yourself?
I'm just thinking about summer.
Y'all killing me.
I don't know.
Look, real deal, you said it. Imagine being held hostage live on YouTube. You got that?
That's what, and he would get.
That's why
what
I
he
get
would
scared going
deserve.
live. Because that's why sometimes, I tell myself going live and let y'all see me. I said, what if you have a stroke, anything? That damn thing gonna record till it cut out.
Yeah, it is. How about he have if he had a fell down them suckers?
You know what? Okay. Mm-mm.
He couldn't holler because they couldn't hear him. Kids, well, the kids were there, right? I don't know where the kids were, but they wouldn't have heard him, and then that would be somebody else. Don, Kristen,
Well, let's talk about my little chocolate baby that's missing out in Knoxville. What did he do with her?
Huh?
What did he do to her?
Well, I'm gonna rewind a little bit.
No sighting, no nothing.
Yeah.
I keep trying to tell y'all, there's a lot of places to drop a person off around here, and you can be dropped off right in plain sight, won't nobody even know, because it's green here. Nothing but greenery.
Yeah, that's true.
And they've said that with people who were found, they were missing, and they just were discovered because somebody just happened to be walking their dog. Like some guy went missing a while back, and somebody was, I think, walking their dog, and they just so happened to be on the road walking where the body was discarded. The body was just thrown right off the road. It wasn't far down. So it just so happened that day somebody was walking their dog and saw the body there.
Yeah.
The body had been there. But that's the point. We don't have a lot of sidewalks in this region. So people are driving by. They don't have no reason to be over there in the grass off the main road. They ain't lost nothing over there.
Yeah.
So you can throw a body over somewhere in the shrubbery, whatever, and he can just be laying there and nobody pays attention till maybe somebody got out the car, they had to urinate or do something, or they bring the jailers by, prison people to maybe pick up the trash.
Right.
I see a leg. See where I'm going?
Yeah.
It's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. But he did away with her somewhere. And like you said, she might be just.
And when you look at his mug shot,
oh yeah, he's a scary man.
This black boy, I'm looking at him like, Negro, you couldn't find nobody to braid your hair.
I know. What was that?
What the hell? That's a mean ass mug shot. But this is what's crazy. When they went to his house that day, it was a standoff. Pull it up. It was a standoff that night when they first went there, and then they got him the next day from somewhere else. Now, where the somewhere else is, I've never heard. But when they went to his house that night, initially to get him to serve a warrant for the violation or whatever, they had the people there for when it's a hostage type situation. So it was strange. But then when they finally go in the house, he ain't there, she ain't there. So I'm in my mind thinking, well, what the hell? Who was in the house to make y'all pull all these resources to think he in there? It's a suicide something. See, that never made any sense to me, because my understanding is when they went there, he wasn't there and the victim wasn't there.
Just went to the
very strange
known address.
Very strange.
Check it all out.
But I think I won't doubt that's his parents' house or some family member's house.
Yeah.
Wow. Queen, he had time to comb his hair. He was on the run.
That like.
Hey, Outlaw, how you doing?
He would get arrested just for walking down the street.
Well,
They'll be like, you don't
in
come.
jail.
Oh.
That commentary I brought you. He's still in jail, so he's been in jail for a couple months now. So he ain't getting out of there. They ain't giving him no bond. And I guess the judge said, no, I ain't gonna give him no damn bond because he violated. And now we got a girl missing that ain't nobody done seen.
I know.
So we gonna leave his ass in jail.
And my thing is, he knows. Like I said, they all know.
Yeah, and when the time comes, they're gonna give him the maximum time to still keep him in jail.
He get his hair braided by his friends.
Oh,
come to jail looking really neat.
Shamika gonna braid his hair.
Maybe somebody put some money on this commissary and get a do-rag.
Yeah,
he'll be all right.
Yeah, that's true. Get a something.
Universal, why are you saying that they both have mental disabilities? How do y'all come up with this stuff? I don't understand.
But everything that happens.
How do you think they both have mental disabilities? That's
you
weird.
You can't say that.
No, you can't say that.
I don't know what I would do in certain situations. I just pray that those situations don't ever happen.
You ain't getting ready to come up in Queen House or car with no dirty damn feet. I said.
You've been traveling the world like Barney Rubble.
Your feet could look clean and they stink. I got a problem with you. Come on with it.
Look,
I was thinking about that today. I guess thinking about the case. I said, yeah, I'd have been around somebody's damn feet smell. I had posted that on social media. I said, Lord have mercy, I need the fire department. My damn carpet and damn near caught on fire. It smells so bad, you done burned a hole in my damn good rug. And no, I don't want you little stinking ass feet. So I don't want to see they got damn dirt on them.
Yeah.
I don't like body odors, period. I don't want to smell myself. I don't want to smell you.
Well, like my mom.
I have smelled, and let me tell you something. I have smelled some grown folks, and I was like, shumanana. I was speaking in tongues. Eyebrows about burnt off. I said, Lord, I got to go get some heroin just to put on my damn eyebrows. You smell that damn bad. Somebody need to throw you in the river and let you lay there.
What you say? Your eyelashes burnt off.
You damn right. I don't know where you got that info. Who you talking to, Outlaw? Who you speaking to? I don't listen to that stuff they say in the chat. These people come here saying all kind of crazy stuff. That's exactly why I brought you the commentary. I brought you why people, the FBI, everybody's telling you, y'all keep passing this information like it's a spoken word. That stuff y'all passing is not true. You don't know these people.
Right.
You know what? And
you don't know these people.
You know, and they probably getting the mental type disabilities because she said something about herself. She have anxiety and OCD. It's on that.
But it's okay to have that.
But like somebody said, you don't know that she's diagnosed. That's just something out there.
That's where I was going.
I said all the time, I'm OCD. Yeah, I like stuff a certain way. I'm very clean. I don't like paper. I don't like junk.
But hey, we all have anxiety when we
hear about
police.
I gotta really have a mental disorder as far as OCD. And if I was diagnosed OCD, I wouldn't give a damn. I like my stuff a certain way, and that's me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she entitled to like stuff too. Unfortunately, she's just not living.
Yeah.
That's the gist of this story. She has been murdered.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the hell happened out there in that damn wilderness, it jumped off and it jumped off bad.
Yeah. Yep.
I still believe he did it before he got to the wilderness and he dumped her.
Hey, well, we'll never know, huh?
Thank you, Ryder Does. Thank you, sweetheart.
No, we won't. We won't.
Thank you, baby.
He just needs to find a place to hide that and get away.
Well, somebody said I would like to see 3 white women and 3 black women on the screen talking about disappearing of all races. Well, see, that's the whole point of why you need to go look up Desheena Kyle. Her family made mention of that in commentary I brought tonight. That with the Petito case, Summer Wells case, they want to know why their niece family members not getting the same attention.
Mm-hmm.
Like Summer Wells and Miss Petito. But we know this happens. That black people, indigenous people, American Indian, Hispanic, they don't ever get that kind of attention for going missing.
I don't know if you heard about that, the young man Jelani Day.
Yeah, I heard. You know, I heard.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now and there's another one over here, Daniel Robinson over here in Arizona. We didn't know nothing about.
Well, you see what happened, Arizona. You see what that thing that crawled up out of Minnesota out there and then came back and killed them folks and threw them over there in Wisconsin in the cornfield.
Yes.
That's scary.
Yeah.
I really
you
want to
mean
know what in the hell happened.
Yeah.
What in the hell happened with all of them that night in that damn car or house or wherever they were?
They didn't make. They apparently their decisions or their thinking was impaired.
I can't hear you. What'd you say, baby?
I said apparently their thinking was impaired because looking at that.
Oh, he looked like he would get high. You go
is-
back. Listen. You go back to that picture with his face drawn in when he got arrested versus an older picture. He was heavier in the face on the older picture. He got high.
Hi.
You don't get in the car with that.
He was a geeker. I bet you he probably was on that meth, ice, heroin. He been flying back. He done got with her, geeked up that night. Somebody said something in the conversation he didn't like, and he didn't pull the gun and went bloop, 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 bloop. Everybody lay down. And then shot everybody. Then called his daddy. Daddy, I don't know what happened. Things got out of control. I need your help. And his father was stupid enough to help him.
Thank you.
Right down to the Paul jail.
Where you at, son?
You know, I just said, okay, I'm on my way.
You're not getting ready. Look, you're not getting wrapped me up in no quadruple murder.
Thank you. I'm on my
The
way,
hell if I
son.
will.
You stay right there.
I'm about giving birth to you. I don't care if I provided the egg or the semen. I'm not going to penitentiary for no damn 4 people.
No, I would have told him I'm on my way. You stay right there. I'd have hung the phone up. I'd have called Jesus and I'd have called 911. And I'm gonna tell you where you at. Because I ain't doing no time for nobody.
Yeah, because I'm sorry. I love you to death, but no.
How do you call anybody? I said this in the live the other day. How do you call anybody insane?
Because you know,
I need a favor. What you need? I just need you to come over here to the house. Okay. Show up. What the hell is this? I need you to help go dump these bodies over next door. Hold on.
Okay.
This is what I would have said.
Yep.
Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get a shovel. I'd have got in my car and I would have drove that car right to the police station.
No, I wouldn't have drove to the police station. I would drove down the street and called 911.
However, I would have got to the police station and and told them, Pookie over there got him 4 dead bodies. You best to hurry, son.
Him over there, and they all downstairs.
It's
ain't no damn way.
No.
Ain't no damn way you going to call Queen and talk about you got 4 dead bodies. All I'm gonna do is tell you, hold on. I'll be right back.
Stay in the car.
Look, I'll be right back. Huh?
Not me.
Ain't no way. I'm not getting ready to help you carry nothing. I'm not getting ready to hold nothing. I'm not getting ready to do nothing because let me tell you something. You may fear them at that time when they call you and set you up and you come over there and you see them dead folks, but you can find a way to ease your way out. What you do is sit right here. I'm going to go to Walmart's and I'm going to get us some garbage bags and stuff. You sit right here. I'll be right back.
Storage containers. Look, he's still sitting there. That was last week.
So the father's arrested too?
Yeah, he called him.
No, I'm saying both of them in jail.
Baby, yes.
He's after the fact.
He called his father after he killed them to help him get rid of them.
Yeah, he helped him.
He followed him over to Wisconsin to the gas station. They got him on camera. They got the father standing at the window of the dead girl sitting in the passenger seat.
Oh, Jesus.
So was you talking to her?
Oh my God.
Because they said in the camera show she slumped over. So what was she saying?
And
he must have thought she was asleep.
He followed them. He stood there to watch in case somebody drove up. You got 4 dead folks in the car. Come on now. He followed them over to Wisconsin. While they got gas, fuel, whatever the hell he was getting. And then he followed them to the cornfield. He parked the car, left, I believe, the door open, got out, got in the car with his daddy, and made his way back to Arizona. But the gist of the story is, you left your ID bloody.
See.
Honey, I'm not following you to
So
Jack
let
in
me
the
guess,
Box.
Pookie, you ain't have a wallet. I'm dead. Pookie ain't have a wallet. Pookie left his ID in the damn car with blood on it. See, you's a dum-dum.
But trust and believe, they had Pookie DNA and everything else in it.
Oh
too.
yeah, probably would it.
And then they got dumb daddy on probably he leaning on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
That's exactly what the article said. Daddy was standing on the passenger side of the window when the window was down and the girl was slumped over in the passenger seat of the car.
And he just, oh my God.
I'm not doing that. I'm sorry.
I don't feel sorry for you, sir. I don't.
Nope.
But you knew they were dead. That's what you was doing in Wisconsin. Come on, let's keep it real now.
Yeah, that's what I do not feel sorry for you.
You knew they were dead. That's why you stood outside the car for whatever your son was doing. You knew them folks was in that car dead. That's the bottom line.
And he knew that was
followed him out to a cornfield.
Mm-hmm.
And he got out the car. You didn't seem to ask, why are you parking that car in the cornfield? Come on now.
But
he would have been doing amazing in the cornfield because I would have hauled tail. There's been
Hey, I'm not about to help. I'm not going to help you dispose of nobody's body. I'm telling you what I would have done. As soon as I pulled up and seen them dead folks, I've been like, okay, well, I'm going to go to Walmart's. I'm going to get you some garbage bags and this and that. And honey, bye, Felicia.
That boy told his daddy what he did. That's why his daddy came. No, daddy didn't spring up on no four bodies. He knew what he was coming to.
And he driving around with him.
He followed him. He followed him in the car.
No, I'm talking about the guy was driving around.
Yeah, with the dead people.
Somebody.
4 people was in that Mercedes SUV dead.
Somebody should have moved on him.
And they all knew of each other, allegedly.
Oh my God, that's sad. That's sick.
That's what I'm saying. These
why I keep trying to tell you don't know people. All that shit people be talking about, like with R. Kelly and this and that, and I know him. That's my friend. That's my cousin. Yeah, all right, good.
Yeah, because nobody technically we didn't know nothing about. I mean, not unless you was close and to him. Nobody knew that mess about R. Kelly.
Ooh, Jesus.
Nobody knew nobody heard it. I mean, I didn't live in Chicago.
Let me tell you something. I got to do an upload about R. Kelly. Probably I'll upload it when I get out for here. The fact that they said in the commentary that I'm going to bring you, he wouldn't even give them eye contact when they were testifying. He only looked up one time, and that was probably the boy that testified this week, the little dude. I think the one that played the music or whatever. R. Kelly knew what he did. That's the reason why he didn't look at nobody during trial. Now, of course, they'll tell you, don't make no eye contact, don't say nothing, don't mumble nothing. But R. Kelly slipped up when Faith testified.
Oh, yeah.
He said hit a nerve with him. Because in that commentary, she let it be known he couldn't get his thing up when she told him no. And so that's a blow to his ego because he's known for having sex. You understand what I'm saying? That's all he knows.
And he looked up at her and said through his eyes, how dare you?
I thought we had something.
Did what?
No, I said he looked up at her and through his eyes, he was saying, how dare you?
Of course.
It was like, I thought we had
You in the courtroom telling folks R. Kelly couldn't get it up?
I know.
You remind me of your G.
Oh my God, you know what? Did he really? Okay. All I know is they say it stinks down there.
Oh Lord.
My God.
Salmonella penis.
I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, that trial needs to be done.
Epstein stink and R. Kelly stink. 2 stinky motherfuckers together. I said it.
Yeah, because that's one thing they say about Bill Cosby. He knew how he could barely see, but he took care of himself.
He could barely what?
See,
Nah, that was back
I
in
heard
the
you
day.
say it. He could
That
see.
wasn't now.
He
That
could
was back
barely
in the
see?
day.
Well, he could see to put that Mickey in the drink.
yeah.
But y'all, that was back in the day.
You
No, that
know,
was back in the day. He was
Right.
doing that then. He was doing that then.
yeah.
He told on himself when he told him in the courtroom at that deposition. Yeah, that's what I used to do back in the 70s, was to put Quaaludes in their drink. Well,
Yeah.
sir, why would I think you're not still doing that? Duh.
Because nobody's looking at him like that.
I'm looking at you like that.
Well,
I'm looking at you. If you admit you put Quaaludes in a woman's drink, you think right now you're in court for the same assault. Why would I think you didn't do it then?
Right.
That's what you're in court for.
because he didn't put no Quaaludes in their drinks this time. He was just using the Viagra.
Whatever.
He knew he could get it up.
Well, you know what?
Forgive me, Jesus.
I'm dead.
That poor woman. She was terrible looking. Terrible looking.
R. Kelly found him a girlfriend in there. He all right.
Yeah, that's true. That's why I said his roommate, his little
Somebody
roommate.
was live. Some chick was live tonight on YouTube talking about he not guilty. Girl, I ran looking for a story to see if the jury met. I thought the jury ain't met and made no damn decision.
She made that decision in her head.
Mm-hmm.
She just wait for them conjugal visits.
Yeah.
Well, what she need to do is go hook up with R. Kelly and let him tell her to smear a boo-boo on her face.
Yeah.
Put it in her mouth. And come back and tell us how you feel.
Oh my! You know. Unfortunately, them inmates waiting for that.
R. Kelly, he took low rent to a whole new level. When all that was repeated, that's just there's no words for that.
I'm like,
He used to be singing like he was singing to Mr. Big.
You know what?
Haven't I seen you with a friend now?
He was trapped in the closet.
My son, man to man, we both know the game. No, wait a minute. Now listen.
Wait a minute.
He just look.
No.
Oh, that was bad.
Wait a
I ain't gonna hate. He was bad.
Then I know you.
We didn't know
That
R.
wasn't me.
Kelly.
That wasn't me.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
That's
I mean,
That's
you're right.
We ain't know R. Kelly.
Right.
R. Kelly was into some stuff that it was just like, you know what, baby, you need to go to church.
Yeah.
I think his songs also
You
portray
need
him.
to sit. Yeah, because that's all he talked about was sex.
Well,
Yeah.
on the
Throwing and
birthday
this and
thing.
that and in the sheets and in the closet, out the closet, on the bed, under the bed, on top of the roof, in the shed. Down.
Edgy.
Give it a rest.
No, wait a minute. The song that he was singing with Step in the Name of Love, that didn't have none, did it? Did I miss that?
That was a remake, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Or was that his song?
I thought that was his.
Okay, then I got it wrong. Then I think I'm thinking about something else where he's.
Well, he had to
remixed it.
throw in a couple songs that were normal.
Oh well, that was the step. Yeah, the stepping was he was getting acquainted with people.
Ah.
Steps side to side.
Man, I tried to do that dance. I almost killed myself.
Tonight, somewhere. Yeah. See, he's a chameleon.
Yeah, he knew how. He thought he could fly though.
Mm-hmm.
But see, though he is, but he's also a little smart.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was saying the other night, he ain't as crazy as people, as he portrays or people want to think.
It's called the art of the con.
Yes.
I do not know if I can con you until I try.
Yep.
And I may pick and choose who to con versus this person.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, no matter who I choose, it's still the art of the con.
Right.
I cannot con you unless you are a willing participant.
Right.
And that's what he did.
And he saw the ones that
He didn't even care
knew something
who
about.
they were.
Mm-hmm.
But how he knows something about you working at McDonald's?
No, I'm saying it was something he saw. I can get that one.
Well, some people went and found him, brought him home. Like
That's true. Some people said hello on their own, woo woo woo. But he's a predator, so it doesn't even really matter.
Yeah.
But I bet you turned some away. But he kept on too.
He's a predator. And the thing that sickens me the most about R. Kelly is he didn't discriminate. It wasn't just women, girls. We now know he is bisexual.
Yep.
And okay, cool. You get down like that, but damn, homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
who's messing with children? Go get a grown ass gay man, bisexual man. That's what pissed me off about him. All these people you could have chosen grown, go get somebody grown.
Mm-hmm.
He needs someone that he can manipulate.
Well,
and control.
he gave them the opportunity too. He wasn't discriminatory about that. What was the DJ woman flying back and forth?
What the hell are y'all talking about in that chat?
What they say?
We all up on R. Kelly. They all on diagnoses, medicine woman. I can't. What is going on?
They talking about Brian and Gabby's medical issues still.
Well, it's just like what somebody said. Stop assuming stuff.
Yep.
Without a receipt.
Yeah, because do you think not unless his parents need help mentally, somebody gonna be arguing and fussing, fighting in my house? But then they took him to the swamp, so that could be a possibility. But no,
the whole thing we know is a woman was found dead. It's deemed a homicide.
That's it.
So you can go and dig up all you want about a book, what he was reading, what you saw on a TikTok video, YouTube video. He was sitting with his legs crossed, reading Humpty Dumpty. That doesn't mean anything.
Told you he's the barefoot.
I can read stuff all day and watch stuff all day on the ID channel. They don't mean I'm going to go out here and kill nobody.
No.
Well, we know Brian was broke.
You were broke? What you mean?
What you mean? He ain't had no job or nothing? So
Brian,
Brian, put that damn candy bag down. I can't stand it.
That's not me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you.
Wait a minute.
Damn.
I just got one.
I done put my bag and dip down. Y'all just grabbing bags.
You'll hear one more noise. Okay, I'm done.
Y'all all in the snack shop. But look, I'm gonna do like this.
Denise, you see I did that real quick. That's not me.
What the hell is going on? Ooh.
No.
Jesus.
Oh no, I was saying.
I said, what is all that
Brian
noise?
was broke.
No, I'm messing with you, honey. Well, how you know he was broke? Because he stole some money off a car. They dead. I can do that. It's the art of the con. She dead. Who gonna tell?
Right.
I stole the money.
Wait a minute. Why would you use somebody's debit card when you know you done off them?
Because you need the money because you broke.
If you're gonna go there, just go back to the original. Why you off them, period?
No, that's true. That's true. But I'm not finna go straight to a federal machine with a.
But you stupid. But you stupid. But you stupid.
Mm-hmm.
No, he
killed the girl. You killed the girl. Before you killed the girl, you willingly, openly hit the girl where witnesses saw you, and they called the police. And now you done killed the girl, took her van, stole the money off the credit cards that were hers. Somebody,
two of them,
who came back in her car without her. Then her parents found her missing. You are a dodo bird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know those cars was hers. You know that was.
You a dodo bird.
Yeah.
That's why I said he was broke. She was funding the whole trip, I bet.
Well, that's what. Hey, you know what? I'm 2:47, almost 3 hours in. I probably want to come back and start over. That's the best question.
What?
Who funded the trip?
What, wasn't she a YouTuber?
She did.
Baby, you know how many views you got to get to have? Come on.
But, I mean, I thought she had a good
Don't
following.
let me testify about that.
I thought she had a good
She
following.
funded the trip because she's from a well-to-do family.
Well,
and my family have business.
You still talking about driving a van cross country? It costs to drive a van, even though it wasn't a big one. But it's not like driving a little Toyota Sentra. I mean, a Nissan Sentra.
Mm-hmm.
And see, you got to realize a debit card. Some debit cards will max at $500 a day. He got $1,000, y'all. He used 2 debit cards.
Yep.
So he got the max on both of those debit cards. And got his tail on back home. That's how he got home. That boy ain't had no money. He stole that poor child baby after he done laid her to rest.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying?
I would have said, what happened to Gabby? Where's she at?
Now, Angela, Angela Gardner said, I think it was his parents' cards too. No, because his parents would say, I gave him permission to use my card, so he wouldn't be getting no charge on that.
No, but what, she thought the van was his?
No. Somebody in the chat is saying, I think it was his parents' cards too. They would have gave him
That was in
permission
the
to
news.
use their cards.
In the news, they said that it was.
Well, somebody had to file charges about a card. 9 times out of 10, it wasn't his parents, so that means it's either her card or her family's card.
Right.
Thank you. That's what I said.
His parents ain't getting ready to say my son stole from me, and he already is a suspect in a murder.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
So like I say,
come on now, y'all not putting your thinking caps on.
Right. That's what I said. She was the one who funded that trip because her family is the well-to-do.
Uh-huh.
And then somebody had the nerve to sit up in the chat and say she wasn't close to her mama. Well, last I checked, them were the ones who reported missing.
Exactly.
Yeah, because her mama hadn't heard from her. And then the last text of some stand or something, I said,
yeah.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know who got what. Let me tell you something. This is what they be saying about making up stuff, y'all passing stuff, and you don't know what happened.
Right.
Whose card is what? Who had the money? Who didn't do what? See, I don't listen to nothing because one thing I will tell you, and that's common sense, somebody's dead and they're not telling me their version.
Right.
And he ain't talking. So that means whatever you saying, you're getting it from your own perception.
Right.
That's true.
Because his parents ain't talking. So that only leaves her parents to talk. Mm-hmm. See where I'm going?
Yeah, but I do know that perception. That wasn't his parents' cards. They wouldn't be charging him.
No. It wasn't his parents' cards. Anybody know that's not his parents' cards?
No, indeed. So, wow.
What his parents' cards? And how you don't know that he did do something to somebody else out there, and that's somebody else dead cards. Come on, Queen.
Hello.
I'll tell him I'm not paying for lawyer, chick, or child.
You better stay woke.
Because
you don't know nothing about this boy.
Nope. See, and that's why he goes barefooted so he don't leave trail.
Oh wow.
I just made that up.
Oh, okay. Girl, you know I thought
Ryder does says no. Initially, I think Gabby's dad funded the trip.
Oh.
I think he stopped paying once they killed his daughter. Well, once I don't hear from her.
That's done.
Not hearing from her. And then he probably checked the card, if indeed it was his card. And they're like, oh, somebody been spending. So he think, well, how the hell somebody spending and my daughter won't answer my text? Come on, Queen.
Yep.
I think law enforcement put a tracer on her.
Yeah, as soon as they called and said she's missing and she ain't calling and she ain't talking to none of us. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's
yeah. And they traced it. Well, somebody's spending money on gas, potato chips, and all that, whatever. Whatever he was spending the money on. Golly. Didi, is you all right?
For me?
Didi was in there rambling. What she doing?
Yeah, look, I'm ready.
Didi or Denise, I got a up here, two does up here.
It might have been me. Because I got to go to work in the morning.
Parents said on the news it was Gabby's cards. He charged over $1,000.
Oh, my goodness.
S. Lee says Gabby said in her video that they saved up for the trip. Her dad said he only had to give her dollars a few times. Okay. Well, either way, that's just a long way to go. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Whosever money it was.
It's a shame.
Whosoever money it was, that's a long way to go. And that's a long way to go to have arguments with somebody and then end up dead. Because it wouldn't matter if he killed her in Florida or whatever. It's horrible all the way around.
Yeah.
It's a young girl, beautiful young girl. Now she's no longer here. And now we got this sap ass running around, playing Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, running around. Guess what? Hey, they gonna find you one way.
Oh, yeah. That's what I said. It's only time.
Yeah, they're gonna find him. Lord have mercy. What a mess. An utter mess. This is an utter mess.
Well, I'm gonna say good night to everybody because
Okay, good night, darling. Thank you for
I
joining.
think I'm 2 hours ahead of y'all or an hour ahead of y'all.
Girl, you on the East Coast. Don't start no nonsense. We on the same time.
Are we?
It is 12:11.
Oh, is that what time it is?
Good God Almighty.
Look.
Early.
Oh yeah, it is. Huh?
God. I also had law training, a registered security guard by Iowa and Illinois, CPR on a trucker for 31 years in that training, but I disagree how the law handled that stop period. Okay, outlaw trucker. Outlaw trucker, you ain't been up here and said nothing to the queen. Denise getting ready to go, and I'm already topping at 2:54 right now. 2 hours. This is a long live. It took y'all over an hour before you hit the link. Dee waits till an hour to hit the link. I thought, why did it wait so long?
Because I was half asleep.
Well, all right.
And then I was like, you know what?
But you woke. Look, but
I
you
woke up.
now. Look, but you woke. Y'all know I'm crazy. But you woke now. You told Harpo to beat me. Dee, what's your problem? Dee, are you here or you gone? I believe she done fell asleep.
Yeah, she probably did. Oh, no, she didn't.
Dee, are you here with us or not?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
You know what?
She's talking.
Ain't got
and
time for this.
Muted
Look,
and...
ain't got time for this Jason stuff here.
Wait a
I can't
minute.
wait. There's a new Halloween coming October 15th. Be there or be square.
Oh no, ma'am, I'm not going to see that.
Girl, I've been trying to find the last one. I got to pay for it. I said, Lord, I want to pay for it and fall asleep on it, but I want to watch it so bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna see it, but I don't want to go to movies and see it. Maybe I'll drag Ernie and we'll go to movies and see it.
I want to see it. I'm going. I'm trying to decide if I'm gonna go on and pay for it now or go on and wait around Halloween to see it.
Well, y'all tell me all about it.
Somebody asked me. Okay, hold on. I dropped the link out loud. Do you think Brian killed himself? I was kind of hoping that he had. Hold on, in trucker.
Possibility, yeah. Possibility.
I was kind of hoping that he had. What do you think, Denise? He's alive. He's alive or dead?
I think he's dead.
Really? What? So you think he went up in that swamp? Let me tell you something. I was watching them yesterday going through the swamp on that boat. I thought you're gonna knock the man off on the boat. It will go up and down, up and down, up and down. I thought
they done cut him in the head. I couldn't in there. But you know they got new stuff now that can people like they don't have to have the divers in the water anymore. They got some type of thing that they can put it on top of the water and it'll tell you what's in there.
Okay.
Yeah, but like I said, I still in the back of my mind don't think they dropped them off at a swamp.
Why would I drop my child off at a swamp? Let's just think about what we're saying.
With copperhead snakes and
why would I do that?
Right.
And we had to know that people are talking now. Her family has probably called them, so it's not like they were in the dark of what transpired out west.
Right.
That's why I tell people stay woke.
Well, I can't stay woke now.
That's common sense that you don't need anybody to tell you anything. It's just
right. You're right.
Those people knew exactly what time of day it is, and that's why he's gone.
Yeah, I don't even think he ever went to the swamp.
And I'm gonna tell somebody else this: whoever passing these rumors that he's back in Wyoming, why the hell would he go back out there? Come on, please stop.
I think he crossed the border, y'all.
I'm not getting ready to go back to the place I killed somebody. For what reason?
But how is he gonna go across the border barefooted?
Why I don't listen at that stuff. This is why they tell you stop making this stuff up.
Denise, he wasn't a wanted person or anything.
But he strange walking. Well, I guess they do have homeless.
And at the same time, the parents hadn't seen him for a few days before they said something.
Outlaw, how you doing? I see your comment saying no brain, didn't kill himself. Why you say that? Why you say he's alive? Outlaw?
Yeah, I'm here.
Why you say he's alive, sir? Huh?
Uh-oh.
I can't hear you, baby.
You kind
All
of
right. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, baby, I can hear you.
It's AT&T.
Right.
Yes, we can hear
All
you.
right. The thing is, there was a report that on Fox News saying that there was like 5 or 6 people actually seen Brian's mom and dad to go buy a camper top for the truck, and they headed out in the woods somewhere else.
Mm.
And that's where Brian is. And I have been seeing reports that they did. So what they did is his dad drove the car up to the where the 2,500 acres are and dropped the car off. And I think it's a total smokescreen. He is still alive somewhere else.
Okay.
And I believe they have burner phones, so they can't be tracked.
That is true.
Calling all Walmart.
But they can track that car.
All Walmart.
They went to Walmart.
Outlaw don't pay me any mind. It's
they went to Smith's.
Hour. I can't stay serious enough.
They went to Smith's.
No, especially be a group of 3 women on the board here. Yeah, I'm out one. I'm outbeaten on that one.
Yeah. Well, you'll learn this channel. I do mix a little humor in because some of the stuff that the people are doing or accused of doing is just like outrageous, outlandish.
Yeah.
But so I'm going to say this to Mr. Outlaw, since he is our guest, our newer guest. Where do you think he is, and how long do you think this charade is going to last?
Oh, that is a good question. Depends. I haven't done a Google Earth on Florida to try to pinpoint him, but he is down in the Florida Everglades, where I think he is hiding.
Why would you be there? That makes no sense. Why would you be there?
That area is wide open. I mean, it's got a lot of acres, and it's well hidden under overgrowth and everything. And I got a funny feeling he might be in that area.
Well, I think by now, if he has a phone, but so you got to think about that, days out there, you don't have no way to talk to nobody for them to say, hey, they're on their way, they're over in this area. So I just think he's gone out.
But I got a funny feeling that he does have friends around in that area are helping him. And that's the reason why that we needed to follow up, and instead of the federal charges over trump the state laws and just go ahead and file the charges on the parents of harboring a fugitive and arrest the parents and bring them in.
But see, I was watching somebody's channel earlier, and they were showing that guy talking to some other agent, cop or old cop, something, and they were saying that Florida law is that the parents, anybody's parents, cannot be charged after the fact of a crime,
unless they lied. Unless they
lied, and also here's the thing: it's now turned over to the federal case. Federal law can actually outstomp and override Florida law on that statute, and they can, and federal can actually charge the parents.
And that's what I said. And that's what I said about Wyoming. The fact that she's found there doesn't have anything to do with Florida. Right. So you are hindering somebody, in this case, out of Wyoming. So who's to say what Wyoming can bring to the table? You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, Wyoming and Utah can bring several charges.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't even mean anything about Florida having a law saying they can't be charged. Well, we're talking about a dead body somewhere else, so I don't even think it really even matters about what the hell they did or didn't do in Florida.
Because Utah and Wyoming have several separate charges, and they can extradite on charges out of Florida.
Thank you.
But Utah only had what? Possibly speeding. Remember, the officers were saying they considered her the aggressor in that possible DUI.
That is true.
I mean DV. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody gonna extradite you back for no traffic ticket.
Well, They saw something, found something, and the indictment is on the docket. So it is what it is.
What where's the warrant coming out of?
Wyoming, sweetheart.
Oh, Wyoming. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy.
And also Colorado, out of Denver, FBI office also got some charges may be filed on the table as well.
Okay, yeah, because I was thinking about that now that you mentioned that. That is true. I have brought commentary that Denver was involved. So now I have to ask myself, why would Colorado be involved in this case out of Wyoming?
Yeah, they said that they were that FBI is over the case.
They aided. Okay, but that's got to be a reason. Why would you be aiding in a case from another state?
Yeah, that's true.
Because each state should have its own
FBI.
FBI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they do.
So why is Colorado involved?
Because the FBI office is the whole area of the United States, but they got separate office conducting in each state, but they can actually throw a trump card and they can actually extradite anywhere from the United States.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so
because I was just wondering perhaps there's something else going on.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the headquarters of FBI is out of Denver?
No, they're out of Washington, D.C., but they can conduct business anywhere in the United States without.
Well, let's just say maybe Wyoming doesn't really have enough manpower to investigate. So they called in Denver. Is that what you're trying to say? That perhaps that's why they called in Denver?
Yeah, that's true. They probably not
Wyoming
have a big office.
Yeah, Wyoming is a very small area. It's not like big state. They still running around without a mask on.
But I still believe he's alive.
Okay, go ahead.
I believe he's still alive too. Way how the parents are acting, and they went down to Orlando to see their lawyer and all that. I believe he's still alive.
Damn, you got gas money to go to Orlando? Well, how far is Orlando from where they live?
Out of Sarasota, Florida, up there in that area, and it's like about a 2.5-3 hour trip of what.
For a lawyer, they ain't got no lawyers up in the town where they live.
No, the main head office. If you want a big headshot criminal lawyer, you got to go to Orlando.
And think about what you just said. A big criminal lawyer. Why would I need that? And my son hasn't done anything.
Because your son in big trouble, and y'all know he did.
Why do I need to drive hours to find a fine attorney for somebody who's innocent? I tell people, stay woke. What I always tell you all about true crime. Everything you need to know is at the beginning of the story.
They know he did it.
I'm going to drive hours. Do you know you have to drive back to that place when it's time for them to consult with you?
Mm-hmm. Well, they don't know a virtual.
Y'all must got some mean debit cards to do. You see where I'm going to take payment?
Yeah, Illinois also came up with two credit cards that Brian used. I don't know if he actually stole it from somebody or it was Gabby's, but they're also looking on charges on that too.
Now, where you get that information from, honey?
Actually, it was on the news channel out of Florida.
Okay. So that's interesting. So that's why I'm saying, could this be what people are suspecting? He's mimicking something from a book or this or that, because I don't like going there. But could we now be talking about like an Andrew Cunanan type situation?
Could be.
And for those who do not know, that is the guy who killed Versace. And he went from one side of the country, which was the Pacific Northwest, and made his way all the way up to the East Coast, back down to Florida. And he had killed several people. Because remember, I told you all the story about when I was working for Carson's in Chicago. And I remember walking by the building. Huh?
Was it about 30 people that he killed along the way?
Well, I don't know if it was 30, but it was a few.
I know it's quite a few.
I remember one day I was walking downtown in Chicago, and I remember passing a building, and I saw this name on the building. It didn't mean anything to me at the time because it had no reason to mean anything to me. It was a real estate name. Well, it wasn't until I moved back to Tennessee and that end of summer when they were looking for him, I was watching the news and I saw the person's name of the dead man in Chicago on the Gold Coast. Very wealthy Caucasian man was murdered. And I said, wait a minute, why does that name sound familiar? I said, no, that's the name of the building. When I was walking downtown one day and saw his name on a logo, you know, because he was a very wealthy man, businessman. His name was on the building. It was like, you know, you want to rent the space, woo, woo, woo. His name was up there. So then I started putting two and two together. I said, wait a minute. This same man owned, you know, real estate, whatever in Chicago. This fool had traveled all the way across state to state, found this man and murdered him on his spree and made his way from one place to the other, all the way down to Florida, killed Versace, got on that boat, killed himself. He was diabolical. Because you don't know people. He stole a car from a guy who was a graveyard caretaker. I thought, what the hell? He drove that truck from what was that? That was upstate on the East Coast somewhere, New York or somewhere up through there.
Somewhere around there. I thought it was around Massachusetts.
Yeah, somewhere up there. Yeah, he stole a guy's pickup truck and drove it all the way to Florida. All the way to Florida. So one would have to ask themselves, was this the whole plan to kill Versace, or what the hell was going on with him? But
Versace,
go ahead, I'm sorry.
Versace, he did have a hit out on his head.
For what?
I don't remember. I'd have to look it up on the history of him, but I think they had a hit out on him on
well,
him.
We also learned this about the DC sniper. He came from Washington State, if I'm saying this correct, and he had went cross country too to make his way to the coast, and he had held up a liquor store down in Alabama. So this is what we do when we are broke. We don't have no money. We rob people to get to wherever the hell we trying to go. So you don't know people.
Yeah, it happens out here in the truck stops. I've seen flyers up there, and they take photos off the videos, and they post it up on the doors, and they're looking for people who robbed.
Very dangerous life these people live. You have to wonder, what is their motivation to just be out here killing people for no reason? And that's what's so scary about life. You don't know when it's going to be your day.
Yeah.
I think, you know, once again, the situation in Collierville shows you don't know. People minding their business at a grocery store. And now there's people shot and one person dead.
And within this year, there's already been 4 truck drivers that were parked in rest areas and got shot and killed in their sleeper.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
A writer does says, I just looked up the Everglades. It says East Everglades closure during construction until April 2022. What a perfect place to hide out. No one's going to be there except for construction workers.
He could have blended in as a worker and could have set up site down there too. Anybody can do that.
Well, I tell you what, for all you web sleuths, somebody in the chat is saying there's a $20,000 reward for information on his whereabouts as of 4 hours ago from FBI Denver. So y'all like watching and digging in dresser drawers. Keep your eyes open, all y'all out there in the streets.
I'm all in my sock drawer because
you don't know if he's colored his hair,
right?
How he looks. He could have shaved all his facial hair off, everything. I don't know. But that cam picture of the deer cam, it looks like the guy who's walking around has some type of facial hair.
He had kind of scruffy.
Yeah, but that's how it looked in that cam. What I can see, because it's not an up close picture, but it looks like the guy has some type of facial hair.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So let me ask you about that, trucker. Do you think that's him in that deer cam?
No, because if you bring that picture back up and you look at the left ear on the one on the deer cam and Brian, his upper earlobe was bent over and Brian's was not. And you could tell back of his head how it was shaped, it didn't even match the guy on the deer cam, and also his eye between the eyebrows and the nose line did not match the facial from between.
Okay.
Oh, you're very observant.
and you ain't. Dee Dee, you don't miss nothing.
You know what? I have missed this because I have not seen this deer camera.
Dee Dee don't forget nothing. Dee Dee remembers everything like she's the the woman that sits and type in the courtroom. That's Dee Dee.
The court reporter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Court reporter, can you repeat that what R. Kelly said? I said I plead the fifth, man.
Queen. It's funny you say that. You know,
he was not wearing underwear on the 15th through the 17th.
Oh Lord.
No, I'm finna say something, y'all. Queen, I worked in the court system for 30 years.
I knew it.
Oh,
that's why you always digging in shit. Every time you talk about something, she come in the chat like a damn computer. And on the 15th, that he was right there. He had a straw hat. He was sitting in the chair. Had a elector walked up, asked him, "Did he want to drink?" Damn, Dee Dee, do you sleep?
Now we got Queen. You wound up on this one.
Because you have to follow my content. Soon as I go live, I hit the live button. She in here telling me what Pookie, Ray, Bubba said. And I'm like, well, damn, was you there, Aditi? Do you know the people? It happened in 12 hours.
And it's just, it's just been so many stories. It's just so distracting. It's like, okay, when you're trying to find this, another one pops up. It's like,
don't make it sound good.
No.
And the whiskey container had half a drink inside of it. How do you know that, Dee Dee? Dee Dee know everything. You need to go work for the FBI. Golly.
No, I gotta get that reward first.
I need that reward. I need that.
Look, Brian, I got a bounty over your head. I'm trying to get.
I'll get my taser and tase him till he's fried.
Look.
Oh Lord have mercy.
And it's tax free too. Oh yes.
Outlaw, you getting a run for your money in this chat, baby. You getting a run for your money.
That's all right. I'm glad I'm enjoying it. I mean, this is the first excitement of the night anyway, so.
Okay, yeah, I guess so. With you traveling on the road, you on the road traveling, or you home now?
Right now I'm parked at a truck stop.
Oh, a truck stop. Where are you at now?
Down here in near South Hutchinson, Kansas.
Oh,
who? Kansas? You still in Kansas?
Uh-huh.
Tell Dorothy I said hi.
Mm-hmm.
I think of home,
Annie M and all of them.
The place where I.
Annie
You know I got jokes.
I know he said, "What is wrong with these women?"
Come on.
Dorothy, where are you, Dorothy?
Don't get me started on jokes. I got quite a few.
That was a yellow brick road. That was a yellow brick road.
Toto. I got Toto right here.
Hey, don't nobody bring me no bad news.
I used to do the line real good.
I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna behave.
Okay, my pretty. I want those.
Oh my God! Y'all sick. I thought I was here.
Get helium on that one.
Wait a minute, y'all. I got some Louboutins. I ain't got no ruby red slippers though. I got some Louboutins.
I just want some courage.
It's the wizard. He knows.
Okay, y'all stop calling coats on all of us.
All right, time out.
You can't hang with a trucker. You can't hang with us.
So Outlaw, you over there.
This is the most unique channel on YouTube.
Wait a minute, y'all. Outlaw over there. You in Emerald City looking for the wizard.
You know what, girl?
Yeah, because he can help us.
Kill myself. Please stop.
The wizard can help us find it out. What's going on?
Y'all know Outlaw said, "What door did I walk in?"
You ill. You know what? Okay.
We love you, Outlaw.
I ain't seen a hat like that since my mama's funeral. I believe Albert brought his maid.
Oh, it's time to go.
Yeah.
How about you sit inside you, Jordan? Can't a man dance with his wife if he want to?
You've been on my mind.
One thing about me, I don't drink.
Oh, you know? Okay. Sister, you've been on my mind.
Believe it or not, Outlaw, I don't drink either.
We're two of a kind of sister. I'm keeping my eye on you. I bet you think I don't know nothing but singing the blues. Ah, sister, I got news for you. Oh, sister.
I think God's trying to tell y'all something.
We're quoting the Color Purple. This is what we do when we have nothing better to do. This is what we do. We cut up.
Brian saying, "You see, Daddy, sinners have
There's nothing wrong cutting it up."
Oh yeah, we cut up. Even with true crime, we cut it up.
Child.
Well, Miss Seeley, I believe you're still a virgin.
That's good. I just let him climb on top of me. And
okay, don't do it. You know that was a very deep conversation that they had.
Yeah.
When she said, "You don't like it," and she said, "No, no, I don't like it." Well, then Suge said, "I love it." I said, "Well, Suge, you still have feelings for Albert."
And took that poor child innocence.
Mister was hell.
Yeah.
Mister was hell. But he got it in the end, did he not?
Yes, he did.
He got it in the end.
Yes, he did. Ooh, my.
You're black, you're ugly, sure got talent. You'll be back. And what she say? Any mail come lately?
You can call me ugly.
But what she say?
Gave him the claw.
Oh, girl, I love that movie. Oh, Steven Spielberg. Hey, you can't tell me that man didn't have talent. That man, that's a talented man.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's one that have.
Yeah, because a lot of people never knew that a white man directed that movie.
Yes,
that's an awesome movie.
Yes, it was.
And it didn't get one Oscar. Not nothing.
We'll get him a Pookie.
We can't do that. Stop. I can't fool with y'all. I can't fool with y'all. Y'all here.
Nothing but death can keep me from it.
Please don't do that.
I'm black. I may be ugly, but I'm here.
Yeah, she said it, didn't she?
Yep.
I'm here.
She went there.
There she goes when her father died. Well, how did he die? On top of it.
Yeah, that was deep. That was deep.
Well, like the old saying goes, I always try to wake up and see if my name is in the obituary. If not, I'm safe.
Yeah.
Look, that'd be scary if you do see your name in the obituary.
I would get up and see if I'm walking through walls.
Oh, Lord.
Actually, I have twice.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. But you know what's so interesting? Is that all the names you see of just regular civilians, there's somebody else that has that name. All you have to do is go in Facebook. That's proof in the pudding. You know how you hear somebody name in the news and then you go, put their name in the search engine or whatever of Facebook, and then you start seeing all these people with the same name. It's like, wow, what?
Wow. Yeah. Some even have the same middle name.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Oh my goodness.
Odd names at that. Some of the names are odd.
And I got 28 people with the same name I have. Identical.
Really? From the area where you're from?
No, all over.
All over. Okay, I got you. Wow, interesting. Very
but
interesting.
218 people that have the same first and last name.
Yeah. That's scary though. Think about your credit. Wrong person get a hold of your name and your social security number rather, and birthday. It's on and popping.
Oh, well, I got quite a few people with the same name mine. They got warrants.
Oh, they got a hold of your information?
No.
They just
have same first and last name as mine.
Oh, and they have warrants on them. Okay, I see.
So do you think that Candace Wells and Candace Bly have that issue?
Candace Wells and Candace Bly is the same person.
Is it? Well, what's the mama name?
You know what? I thought you was going to bed. Look, Matilda, I thought you was going to bed.
Oh.
You still up and you up here sleep talking.
Denise need a Starbucks.
I thought, damn. Candace Bly is her name.
Candace Bly.
Her maiden name.
What's the mama?
Denise.
Grandma?
Denise.
What's her name? Candace.
Go to bed.
I don't know.
What's the grandma named Candace?
What is the grandmama name?
Candace.
Sugarfoot. That's her name.
Her last name Sugarfoot.
Sugarfoot.
Broken knee.
Sugar puss.
Broken knee.
There's a lot of Mr. Outlaw truckers out there. long as he don't say what that guy said in Joyride. Candy cane. You remember that? Oh my God, I love that movie. I love that movie. Oh my God. Damn. Man, I love that movie. Candy cane.
You see that they're trying to remake Candyman.
Oh yes. Yeah, I've already put that in my community post. I give you all a movie of the week to watch. The movie for this week is Love Ranch. It has Helen Mirren and Joe Pesci.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Yeah, I almost cried this morning when I watched the ending. I said, "Damn it!" I don't want to tell everybody the ending, but it kind of got to me. But it's good. It's good. Yeah, Love Ranch. I love Helen Mirren. Oh, I love her.
Yeah, she's
a good actress. She's a very good actress. Oh Lord, 3 hours plus minutes, and we done brought the trucker up board on top of this shenanigans. We didn't talk about everything but what we was talking about. Well, we talked about them in the beginning because that gets a little bit. That's just a bit much.
But that's how good this channel is. You know what? We keep it going. We keep it going. We don't leave nobody out.
No, we don't. We talk about everything.
Mm-hmm.
We talk about everything.
Remember, you started from the front door and went all the way to the back.
Like last week when I played the audio the other day from the black lady that's son is transgender. Now we found a video where he's sitting up there with boy clothes on. And I didn't open that video up, but I thought, man, you need to go out and move on your own. You must have been with your mother. That's why you're having all these problems.
Wow.
Yeah, that's something else.
But just imagine. Go ahead, trucker.
There you brought up a good point right there. Okay, if you go back in the 1930s, I will explain something. You have brought up a good point. Okay. Back in the 1930s, they only maybe had like 200, maybe 300 some type of chemicals. Now, if you look at it today, and even in our hazmat book, are registered of 5,200 chemicals today and climate. But not only that, with the new estrogens and hormones they've been putting in the cattle and all that, it can actually change the genetics of our DNA. It can actually alter our ways that can cause boys to go transgender and all that. It has been proven.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, I can imagine.
Because you threw me off there for a minute. I'm like, what is he talking about?
And you think I'm sleepy and talking.
Well,
I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
I can tell you what, that when I played that Dr. Phil, those few clips from Dr. Phil, man, that black lady was hell on wheels. She was something else.
Wow.
She was adamant. I ain't calling you no woman, and you my son, and I'm gonna think of you as a boy, and I ain't gonna never look at you as no woman. And woo,
the thing about it is she has that right.
She was Veronica, huh?
You can't make me say that one of my daughters is a boy. No.
Mm-hmm.
Just like where I work at, you have to put your whether you're male, female,
Mm-hmm.
and we also ask you what your birth sex is because we could give a fart. How many times you morph into?
Well, tell me. Well, just give me a brief synopsis of what you do for a living.
Well, I'm a nurse. I work at a VA hospital.
Oh, okay.
But I'm currently working in quality management.
Okay.
Yeah. 24 years.
Okay. You like what you do?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's that subject, because we've talked about this subject months ago, and it can get heated when you start talking about that type of situation.
Yeah.
My thing is, like, we had an issue a couple years ago. Some of the students were wanting us, the public, to call them certain names as students that were transgendered. And I thought, first of all, your ass is going to school. You should be focusing on your books.
Right.
I'm not getting ready to start calling none of you nothing.
Learn to get educated first.
I don't have to. I don't have anything invested at the University of Tennessee. So therefore, I don't care.
Right.
And what you should be focusing on is learning them school books to get a damn degree. Mm-hmm. If this is all your focus is worrying about being called a sure or a he, or grow up. You are there to learn. Mm-hmm. And right now, you understand what I'm saying? Your focus isn't on what it should be, which is getting an education.
Right.
You can't tell us what us city people are supposed to call you. We don't even know that you exist. So that doesn't even make any sense what you're saying.
Right.
That is true.
We don't even know that you exist.
But can I add on to something with the lady at the VA hospital?
Mm-hmm.
To also help out. I have run across, when I worked with some of the kids' parents, and especially if a single female wanted the boy and it comes out a girl, and if they got that in their mind that they wanted a boy, and they're going to dress him as a boy, as a baby, and that's what they're going to do.
That's bad.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it's sad, but it is in the world. But a lot of parents have that built into their mind that what comes out, and if it comes out wrong, they're going to dress it as they see it.
And but how you going to dress it as that when the doctor, that's just not going to work, and that would never work.
No, but it does happen. She does have a point. It does happen in this world.
Yeah, because I remember years ago, Dr. Phil had this little black boy on there, right? He was about 6. And he loved to play with Barbie dolls. Oh, he was cute as a button. And it was just baffling watching this little boy say that I am a girl. I mean, you could make this up if you wanted to. They would ask him questions, and he would say, but I'm a girl. I am a girl. It was just hard to watch a boy child saying he's a girl. I want to be a girl. And, I like baby dolls. And I think it was an issue of a family member or a husband or somebody was telling the mother, you're helping him with these ways because you're letting him do all this stuff with the girl dolls and the dress up. You're not even trying to steer him in a, you know what I'm saying, in a boyish way of living. So what do you think about that? A mother just saying, my 6-year-old is saying I'm a girl. He likes playing with dolls. I'm just going to go ahead and buy the damn Barbie dolls, lipstick, makeup, girl toys, whatever, and just let it be. What do you think about that?
I'll let her that over in VA, she probably could fill in that one.
Go ahead, bro. What you got to say?
Well, my thing is, I don't know. Because, I mean, as a boy, like, it's funny because, like, we'll have...
Hey, Dawn.
Even at the VA...
Hey, everybody. Didn't mean to ignore y'all.
Somebody will say that they are, to call me Jen, when his name was John.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but when you look at someone like we had a couple of guys that want to be called their alter names, and they look just like a man with a dress sitting there with an old lady's pocketbook, sitting there with his legs cropped open like he would a man waiting for the doctor, And then you have the ones that just went and got transgender, the surgery and everything. But it's like, what do you say? I mean,
I'm saying, what do you say to a child?
I don't know, because if you go against that, if you say, look, no, you're a boy, and you're gonna play with boy toys, and he's saying, but I'm a girl and I like dolls and everything. It's like, where's the line that you don't further mess their head up?
I know where you're coming on that. That comes back as a psychology in
so
the mind of a
So
person.
what are you saying? Just go ahead and indulge the little boy and let him be who he say he is?
I would just buy him Play-Doh and some crayons and some coloring books. And
so you would not indulge in? That's what I'm asking.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I would indulge in it now. But
so you say you would not buy Barbie dolls, dresses, and stuff like that?
No, I don't think. Now I would buy him G.I. Joes.
Okay, that's all I'm asking. Okay, Dee, what would you do? Hello?
Can you hear me?
You know what? I got time for you.
Every time
that means get off the stage, ma'am.
No,
what would you
first
do?
I would try and educate myself in the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I know in the back of my mind, I'm thinking another way, but I would just go along with my child, but hoping and praying this is a phase.
Yeah. Yeah.
They may grow out of it.
They may change.
But if they don't, I'm going to accept my child for who or she is. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. All right, Outlaw, what you got to say about it? Would you indulge a little boy in dolls and dresses, and what would you do?
Well, I mean, as a male aspect, if whatever I see born in this world as a male or female, and they grow up, and if I'm at work like out here on the road, and my wife turns around and flips a script that she wants, say for instance it was a boy, and then she turned around wanted a girl, it was a psychotic mental issue, and started dressing him up as a girl's clothes, then I would be looking at that as like, okay, what happened here? Then I would actually ask the child of which way he wanted to go if he found this on the internet or found this.
We're talking about baby. We're talking about somebody 6 years old. I'm just saying, you have a 6-year-old child. He likes playing with girl dolls, dresses, all that. He's telling you he's a girl. What do you say to that child? Do you indulge him with the dolls, the dresses, or do you try to steer him more toward the masculine boy clothes, etc.?
I would actually sit there with the child and find out which way he's comfortable with.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. But I'm telling you, he's saying I'm a girl.
That right there would bring a lot of question marks on my part. Okay, if he was satisfied as being a girl, then I would go ahead and transformation over to a girl.
Really?
But still, what I would do is I would still dress him up as a boy's clothes, but if he's comfortable with it. But it would I would actually raise him up as a tomboy. See where I'm getting at?
Okay. Yeah.
Still have both sides, but raise him up as a tomboy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But what if it was
you saying you would not be buying the dolls?
I wouldn't mind dolls or whatever, but I would ask the child which way they're comfortable with. And
that's what I'm trying to tell you is he's already telling you he's comfortable with being a girl. I am a girl. Are you listening to what I'm saying? He's saying, I am a girl. I want to be a girl. He likes playing with girly things. I'm saying, do you indulge him in the girly things?
If she wanted to go that way, yeah. But if not, I would just go ahead and leave it as a middle and leave it alone and just raise the child as a tomboy.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you can. There's always those gender neutral clothes. I mean, you can put them in a 2-piece sweatsuit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
And just be neutral about it.
I can't deal with y'all.
I mean, if you play it safe and just put jeans and sweat. They open up their closet.
But y'all ain't listening to what I'm saying. If a child is telling you, I want a damn dress and he's a boy, do you buy the dress?
Yeah, I would.
Okay, that's all I'm saying. If they said, I want a dress, I want a doll, I want the little makeup, I want you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Okay.
In that case, how you presented it, yeah, he wants to go full girl. He wants to do the girls thing. So yeah, go ahead and transfer him over slowly into the girls things.
Hey, Queen.
Yeah.
You got somebody in the chat that I think is going through it right now. Maybe they need to come up.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to go out.
Well, bye, Denise Broomer.
Bye.
Okay.
Good night. Let my eyes to figure out how to get out of here. Let me see.
Okay, I'll take you down. Okay. Denise is gone. Okay. Now who's out here having troubles?
To you. She says I'm
dealing with this with 12-year-old Brand. I believe it's just a way to get on everyone's skin. Well, I don't know. Well, my thing is, what can she do? Because that's somebody else's child. Unless she's raising a child.
Yeah.
Go ahead and bring her up and have her discuss her situation.
Well, she had to want to. Is in bed. Okay, so she said she's in bed.
I'm in bed too.
Yeah. Well, and this got 20 more minutes for this live stream in. So I want to say I've enjoyed talking to you all, huh?
I'm gonna be like Queen. Lord Jesus, help us.
He's living at me, oh Lord.
Well, Queen and Outlaw, it's been nice talking to y'all. I'm gonna jump down in the chat.
Well, come on, go downstairs.
Wait a minute. I'm going with my husband. Him downstairs.
Yeah, he probably looking for you. Like, what the hell, you up there on that channel all night long talking to that woman?
I love y'all, and I can't wait for the next.
Love you too, honey. We'll talk tomorrow. Okay, honey.
Good night, you guys.
That's Dee. Okay. Well, Outlaw, are you going to be on the road on the weekend or what?
Yeah.
So how long are you on the road?
I'm out here 24/7.
Oh Lord, honey. Jeez Louise. Okay. Well, I thank you for joining me.
Oh, I have fun. I mean, I have a blast here.
Good. I'll try. Look, I'll be back. I gotta do an upload about R. Kelly, and I gotta get that in for the weekend because they're gonna be making a decision about his fate probably by tomorrow or next week. So
yeah, and I can't believe there was another child, a 7-year-old, come up missing today in Arkansas.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll look it up. Thank you, Outlaw.
All right, thank you, and have a good night, Queen.
Good night, too, honey. Bye-bye. All right, that's Mr. Outlaw Trucker. Thank you all for joining me. The conversation kind of veered off because he does that on my channel, but nonetheless, tonight's discussion was about Desheena Kyle. Her family is concerned about her not getting the attention like other cases of other cases that happen to be Caucasian people missing, such as Summer Wells and Miss Gabby. The police here in the Knoxville area believe her disappearance is a homicide. I also brought you a commentary pertaining to the TBI and Summer Wells. They're still working on the case. It's still an open investigation, and they want you to bring only viable information pertaining to the disappearance of Summer Wells. And thirdly, Brian Laundrie has a warrant out of Wyoming pertaining to fraud, credit card fraud. And when I get more information, I will bring that to you. I thank you all so much for joining me, Dee Dee, Ms. Broomer, and Mr. Trucker. Thank you all so much. If you want to donate to the channel, $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. This was a rather long live, but I thank you all for tuning in and watching. God bless all of you. Stay safe. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe. When I get some more information pertaining to these updates, I will bring them to you. Please pray for Collierville, Tennessee. They had a mass shooting yesterday. The killer killed himself and killed one other person, and 12 other parties were injured at that Kroger grocery store in Collierville. And we're going to pray for those family members and pray that no one else passes away, because some of those people were in critical condition when I last checked yesterday. So we're going to pray for those people down there in the bottom of Tennessee. God bless all of you. Stay safe. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Thank you all so much. And thank you, new subscribers. Bye-bye.